Ahoy, crypto pirates. Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate. I am the captain, RG3. Hexican pirate captain, RG3. Here to fire off your FN Hangout, regardless of what I think about all of you. A great way to start the show, huh? So the title of the show is The Fuck Hexicans. I got some things to talk about tonight, and we're going to get some things straight. And I hope that you guys follow me and understand where I'm coming from and why I'm talking about what I'm talking about. And then we're going to bring everybody in and get this thing fired up. So first things, absolutely first. Nagabo. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who know, Nagabo had a heart attack yesterday, and he had it in Mexico, tried to get to the doctor, and ended up having to fly to the United States in order to get to the hospital while he was having a heart attack. Over 24 hours later, got to the hospital. They admitted him. He went through some surgeries, and he is resting and recovering well. I mean, my heart goes out to Nagabo and his family. So glad that he's okay. But he did go through an ordeal. But he is resting comfortably. He's out of ICU and into his own hospital bed. I talked to him earlier. As soon as I got on the phone with him, he started yelling and laughing, and he was happy as hell. And he thanks all of you guys for your thoughts, prayers, and all the good words and everything. So Naga's doing good, guys. Just wanted to get that out there first. Which kind of brings me to the gist of this whole thing today of what I want to talk to you guys about is, you know, kind of like family. You know, I broke bread with Naga. I met Naga. We've streamed together multiple times, watched his stuff, love the guy, love his fire, love his tenacity. He's a real pirate, you know, he's a Hexican pirate. And, you know, when I heard that, you know, all these things going on in your life and all these things happening in the Hex community and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, hold on a second, let me fix it. I got this thing over here. There we go. We don't want that in the shot. He popped into my mind and everything went away. And I was just worried about his well-being, you know, and that proves, you know, who we are as human beings. When things really comes down to it, all this other shit doesn't matter. What matters is our relationships, the people that we care about, and our freedoms to be able to care about them in the ways that we want to. So it really like kind of put things in perspective for me today when I heard that and my thoughts right off the bat, and trying to get a hold of him and see how he was doing and hearing his voice. And it was, you know, it's part of who we are. So with that, what did I want to tell you guys? You know, there's been some chatter about some of the things that are going on in the Hex community. And really what it is it's always about going sideways, guys. It's always about going sideways. When Hex is going sideways, when it's not going the way we want it, when it's not going up and to the right, we tend to have a lot of animosities and angers and issues. And this guy said this and she said that, and he did this and he did that, and blah, 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 and I blocked him and I banned him and I banned her, and all this crap happens, right? And it's always like when it's going sideways. But by the way, hello to the chat room, all of you guys. I'm not going to go through everybody, you know, individually, but time tonight, because I got some things I got to get off my chest. But love all of you guys, and thank you for participating. You guys are the best. But where was I? Okay. You know, we start seeing this stuff rear its ugly head every time Hex does a long sideways deal. We have this stuff. So it's like a sideways signal, guys. The side is almost over. The sideways is almost over because these are side signals. And what happens is we get some infighting. We get some of these guys are doing this and these guys are doing that. And it always, you know, a big pump makes everybody hug and kiss and dance around. And we forget all of our woes after, you know, Hex does that. Because that's, again, it's us as people. It's, you know, it's that freedom that we're looking for. Look, guys, this is about money, period. End of story. It's about money. And we can sit here and talk about it's about the heart and all that kind of stuff. But really what this is about money. And the reason we all get fired up and we all have a good relationship with one another is because this thing is about money. But I want to talk about money as not being a bad thing. I want to talk about money as being a good thing, because sometimes people put it in an evil connotation, like money is evil, like money is a problem, like we should get rid of it, blow everything up and get rid of the money and blah, 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 blah. No. That's not how this thing works. See, I've always told you guys that money does make you happy. And how does it do that? Well, money buys you options, and options buys you freedom. That's how it is. You have the freedom to do the things you want, when you want, where you want, how you want to do them, with the people and the style that you want to do it in. So it is about money, and it is about doing things in a good way. And here, let's go back into the history of this money thing. There was a guy named Richard Hart who created a crypto that revolutionized crypto and changed the world. That's going to be the story. That'll be how it's phrased later on. For now, we're still struggling. We're still working. We're still trying to show the world what it is. But what happened was Richard Hart created this thing, and a very few people stepped up to the plate. Let me say that again. Very few people stepped up to the plate. And let me start off by talking about the people in the chat rooms. So we had these Hex chat rooms, and that's where the first people reared their heads and stepped up to the plate. And let me just read all. I'm going to miss some of you guys, and I apologize, but I wanted to just give a shout out to, and I never can say any of these names right because you don't come on stream, most of you, and I don't know how to pronounce your names. But Guolong or Guolong, I always thought of it in my head every time I saw his name as Gulong. But anyway, I'm sure it's something else. Admin in the Hex chat, OG. John Wick, OG. Hexican Cutthroat also. Hexologist. My good friend and buddy, admin in the chat. Kareem, hardworking admin in the chat. Always in there, always willing to help. Franklin St. Hex, admin. Firebun, pillar of the community, offerer of good things, builder of what is awesome. Firebun, admin in the Hex chat. Ben, I don't know Ben well, admin in the Hex chat. Thanks for your service, Ben. Das Bomb, also OG in the chat, working. Nanad. Salute, my buddy. Always in the chat. From day one, in there working his ass off. Hexgade, one of my nemesises, always fucking with me because he thinks I'm short, but admin in the chats. Who else? Too many to go. I don't see too many more popping up right now, but just wanted to name a few. Now let me go into somewhere else real quick and do some more here. Hold on one second. Yes, these guys here. More Hexicans doing the work. Where are they at? Gulong, Pulse Chain chat room admins. Joe Exotic working in there. Struggling guy out there making things happen, streaming for us, also a cutthroat. Ben, once again, Ben's in there also doing his duty. Das Bomb, of course. Nanad. My man. So Pulse chat's even more full, so I'm not going to be able to grab everybody. But guys, these were the first people to actually, the first OGs that actually stepped up to the plate and put their shit on the line for the Hex community. And they deserve that respect. They deserve that medal of valor, I guess you should call it. That they were the first to get out there in front of this thing and start educating people and teaching folks. So my respect to all the admins in the chat rooms. Then there was this dirty old pirate who saw the value in everybody, who created this thing called Discourse Syndicate. Now I named it Discourse Syndicate for a reason, because I knew where we were going and what we were looking at. This is a community of mixed people, mixed politics, mixed religions, mixed sport teams. Go Dodgers. We don't talk about those things here in Discourse Syndicate, politics, sports, or religion. I try and keep that out of it because those are just stupid arguments. Those are like things that don't matter. They really don't. So I try and keep, I know that because of it's money and because of crypto, that politics sometimes creeps its ugly head into what it is that we talk about, which is a little bit okay with me, but I try and keep it away because I know that at the heart of the matter, Hexicans, all of us, 90% of us agree on what it is we all want. We all love our families. We all love freedom. We all love to have the freedom to do the things that we want to do when we want to do them. We all want our neighbors to be safe and healthy also, and we want to be healthy. So all of these things, mostly we agree upon. There's like 10% of shit that we fight about stupid shit, you know, and that's the stuff we've got to overlook. That's what this show was developed for. Discourse Syndicate is so that we can talk about these things. We don't always have to agree on things. We don't ever have to come to consensus on everything, but we do have to have discourse. We do have to talk to them about them. We do have to see each other's sides of stories, and know that we've all got different, outlooks in life. And, and the things that I want right now may not be the things that you guys want right now. And the things that you guys want right now might not be the things that I want right now. And so we've got to be able to talk about those things and do it in a way that's rational and respects one another. So I'd like to see more of that. Like I said, I've been hearing some things in the background about people who are trying to do things for the Hex community. And I'm a little concerned about that because, when it comes down to it, I've heard this, no middlemen and quit trying to bilk the Hex community. And those are all great things. And no middlemen is a crypto term. Just to let you guys all know, no middlemen is a crypto term. We don't need middlemen holding our crypto. It has nothing to do with business and people making businesses on Hex. Richard always said that we should be building businesses on Hex, that he wants to see things built on Hex. So don't get those two things mixed up. I hear some of you motherfuckers mixing that shit up. That should not be mixed up, because I saw Steph and Firebun work their fucking asses off. So they came together on this show. They for the first time they met and they talked, and we were like, you know how you're in a room at a party and these two people meet and everybody sees it and it's like, God damn, those two deserve to be together. Well, that's what it was with Steph and Firebun. We saw those two. We saw what Steph was doing, what Firebun was doing. We're like, man, these guys need to get together for the Hex community. It was kind of like the first marriage within Hex, and those two got together and they created Staker app. And every single one of you stare at your fucking Staker apps all day long. So don't even think that they haven't contributed. That Staker app is important. And that Staker app took lots of work. Now, I remember when they launched it and they had some wallets that they wanted to issue out. Now, it was free, man. This thing was free to all of you guys. Free, fucking free. Just like his website was that. And that was amazing. Wish it was back. But anyway. So I started hearing Hexican. For the first time, I started seeing a little bitchiness in Hex and the Hexican community was when they started talking about Steph and Firebun taking money for their app. The fuck? Really? These two guys who worked their balls off all night long to put something together for you guys for free, who said, hey, but if you want a wallet, you got to pay a few bucks because it costs us money. You guys are going to start bitching about that. One of the greatest fucking onboarding tools probably that Hex will ever have. And you guys were bitching about that. I was ashamed of some of those people that were talking shit about Steph and Firebun. Fuck you guys. They deserve every penny and more than they ever got, than they ever have got. That thing is a jewel in our community, and they should be compensated for it. Period. End of story. Enough said on that. Now, anything else that gets built or added or brought to the Hex community, of course, the community needs to vet it and figure out if it works for them, or if it's necessary, or if it's good for the Hexican community, or if it preys on them. I'm all for that. We should be doing that. In fact, I take it on as my personal responsibility to the community to bring those things to the table, vet them myself, vet them with the cutthroats, and, say, put our stamp of approval on it, because I think that we've gained that respect in the community. We haven't put our stamp of approval on anything that has hurt anybody. I keep telling you guys that we've got Hex standing behind us and Pulse standing behind us, and nothing has ever come to the Hexican community through here, through our endorsement, that has hurt them. Maybe some t-shirts that we never got, but other than that, you're never been hurt here by Discourse Syndicate. We've become that part of the community. Hopefully something that you can trust. I've always tried to do that, So let me go back again and tell another little story. So me as a human being, the cloth I'm cut from, I came from the streets of LA, a little place called Inglewood. I call it LA because that more people understand that. Inglewood's outside. It's called the Wood. It's a pretty disgusting neighborhood. It's where I'm from though. So I don't, bash it, to be honest, but it's a tough place to grow up. I grew up in the 70s as a kid out there. And that's when the most famous LA street gang of all was birthed during that time. And all those guys lived in my neighborhoods. And that's the neighborhood I grew up in. So I saw a lot of things growing up as a young man to make me learn about respect and business and all kinds of other things. So that's where I came from. And then I joined the Marine Corps, and they taught me a way to have integrity and to have honor and pride and loyalty and all those kinds of things, and to go stand on the wall for my country. So that's the kind of guy I am. And when I came back into the real world, I'm like, you put yourself on the line for people, it's for real. It's not talk. Your integrity, when you put on the line for somebody or for something, it's for real. It's not talk. It's my fucking life, man. When I put myself out here, I'm putting the whole thing. You get the whole RG3. The guy that stood on the wall for you when he was a United States Marine, the guy who grew up in bad neighborhoods, who learned how to survive in the streets. That's what you get from me. I'm not faking this shit. This is who I am, and this is what I bring to you guys. And I come at everything within Hex with that fervor, with that scrutiny. If it's not good for the community, I don't want to bring it. And anybody who's dealt with me could tell you that I'm very serious about what it is that we do here and what we're bringing to the community. And I've never stopped anything, however, from actually being talked about, from having discourse about it, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I was never afraid to bring it on this show. Even when we had some of those bullshit ass fucking coins like Hexican stuff come on here, and I'll say it. Yeah, I know those guys have come at me sideways and all this other bullshit and said their things on the side that I won't even repeat here. But, when they brought that, we let them talk, and they proved who they were, and we got to fucking shut them out at that point after they proved who they are. So I've never been afraid of anything to come to the Hex community, but I've always been freaking careful about what we've shilled and what we've brought. So that all being said, we all need to be diligent. We all need to be diligent and watch what's going on out here these days. And we all need to give everything a chance to, and have discourse about it and make sure that it is for the best of the community as it comes to the community. So I wanted to also give some props to a few people, who don't, and we've talked about these things before, but everybody has their place in discourse here. For instance, Nicole, a lot of people, they don't like Nicole because she's not as maxi as they'd like her to be, but she goes out there and she gets into other communities. And a lot of you don't even see what she's doing behind the scenes. The woman has an education, and she's put this is her life work. Crypto and maximalism is her life's work. And she's taken to us because she knows what Hex is all about, but she still kept all of her ties open so that she can go out and creep and crawl in all the nooks and crannies of the crypto world. Not that we need them, but it's necessary at this point for us to get our face known and who we are known into all of these things. So let me just tell you guys a little bit about what she just did. So she just flew all the way out to Dubai and left her 9-year-old little daughter at home, went out to Dubai. Why? To represent us at that convention out there, at that crypto meetup, whatever. What happened? Of course, they gatekept her. So she had a chance to talk to Mr. Vase, whom none of us have any respect for because he's a pile of shit as far as I'm concerned. But she had a chance to talk to him, and she was going to hit him up with some question. and didn't go over too well. He wasn't appreciative of it. So the next day she was on a panel. And he happened to be on the panel. Well, guess what they did? They yanked her from the panel. They told her some bullshit cockamamie story about how her passport wasn't vetted with the convention yet, so she couldn't speak on the panel. Blah 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 blah. Bull fucking shit. You guys over there in Dubai who are running that shit, fuck you. You guys are fucking gatekeeping fucks. You're pieces of shit. You don't deserve to have the positions that you have, and you're up Tone Base's fucking ass. So screw off, you bitches. So anyway, they told her that she couldn't be part of their deal, right? And what a crock of shit that was, right? So anyway, so that's what she's done. Now she had an emergency at home, so she had to fly back. And that's the kind of stuff she's doing for the community without a lot of respect from a lot of you. So fucking think twice before you guys start bashing people for doing their job and doing the things that they're doing out there to get Hex out there in the world. Enough said on that. Kinetics. My cutthroat partner. I want to talk about this guy. So this guy has been flying all over the country, working his ass off and making me chase him around. And I'm beat just from chasing him. And he's been to probably 3 or 4 other states other than the ones that I've been to, doing work for what? For the Hex community. And I've even heard people talking ill about him and what he's got going on. Now, he's very enthusiastic about what he's doing. And I know he wants to bring it to you guys, but we're working on it. We're vetting it. We're working with community members. People are helping us to develop this thing that he's been talking about. Look, we're talking about putting solutions together for Hexicans so that you guys can have a financial position in the real world and do it with real world products to actually have real dollars to spend. Because let's face it, all of these crypto dollars aren't worth anything unless you can turn them into a house, a car, groceries, the lights being turned on, the trash being taken off from the front of your house, all that stuff. So you got to be able to do that. I've got people calling me right now, Hexicans that are rich, that are multimillionaires, that can't rent a house because they can't show income, even though they've got $1 million, even though they got 2 million, 5 million, 20 million future dollars coming to them. They've got no way to do it. They have to be legitimized. So those are the types of products that we're trying to bring to market so the Hexicans can have a real life doing really real finance in the real world with legitimacy. That's what these things are doing. And people are going to be compensated for it, period, end of story. These things don't come free. And it's not about middlemen. I want people to understand, again, this isn't about middlemen. This is about entrepreneurs building stuff on Hex like Richard said to do. Don't forget that there is no expectation from the work of others in Hex. So guess what that means? We have to do the work, and we have done the work. And fucking this has been for free. In fact, this has cost some of us money doing this shit. So when people come to the table and bring products with value to the table, cut your maximalism bullshit out by saying, oh, you guys are middlemen. You guys shouldn't be getting paid and blah, 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 blah. That's bullshit. That's not how the world works. And that's not how Richard works. Richard's an entrepreneur. He's a rich man because he charged people for his services and for the things that he's done. Do you think he hasn't made something off of this? You're crazy. You're absolutely fucking crazy. Now, no expectation from the work of others is Hex. We're the ones that are supposed to be doing the work. The community is the ones that are supposed to be doing the work. And if people are going to pay for the things that you bring of value, that's called being an entrepreneur. That's called bringing things of value. That's called a proper exchange. That's what people do. That's how it works. Now, your Hex is free and clear, guys. But if you want other things built on it and you want other things brought to you to make your life easier, to make your life, look, until Staker app came out, we didn't have a real way of looking at your awesome freaking gains all day long like you do. So there's going to be products that are going to come out. There are going to be things that are going to come out. and there's going to be people competing with one another. So watch all of that banter and bullshit that's going to go on. But just be aware of it, guys, that it is okay for people to profit off of building things on Hex, as long as they're legit, as long as they're above board, as long as they bring value to the person purchasing them. We're not about scams. And I don't think that a lot of the people that are bringing things to the table are about scams. You just have to look at how they're built, look at where the value is, and judge for yourself whether you want to participate or not. Period. End of story. That's how it works. So props out to some more people. The Cutthroat Room. So for those of you who don't know, the pirate ship here has a group of people called the Cutthroat. There's about 55 Hexicans that are the OGs of OGs that stream here and support Discourse Syndicate. That's who they are. If they support this show and they've been with us and done things to help support the show, they're a Cutthroat. It has nothing to do with being an OG Hexican or whatever. It has to do with supporting this channel, supporting this show, being part of this little microcosm community of Hex. That's what the Cutthroat Room is for. And you know what? I should have went into the Hex trading and Hex.com and brought everybody off of these freaking chats and brought them into the show so they could hear this. But anyway, so I want to do a shout out to the Cutthroats, and I'm gonna, for the first time, maybe I shouldn't. I wonder if I should. Thinking about it. Hold on a second. Maybe I shouldn't name everybody. You know what? I'm gonna name them. That's okay. They're most of them. So let me go down the list and just tell you who the Cutthroats are. Crypto King, our producer. Jexa, we all know Jexa from the Aussies team. Papa Boner. Papa Boner is like a guru working in the chat rooms, working his ass off, and he streams with the morning show with Kinetics Wake Up Hex. Let me throw out a quick little apology, an acknowledgement to Papa. So Papa is on my show every morning talking shit about ridiculous stuff, just cringy stuff, just makes my stomach turn. But I've never kicked him out or anything for it. We've tried to get him to chill, but he is who he is. That's being a pirate is all about. It's like, we don't have to like what people do. And we can slap people around when they do it. But anyway, so Papa, who does that to me on a regular basis, was in the Pulse chat room working with a Hexican who was, or I guess a Pulsican, who was asking about, had a question, and he was answering it very, very professionally. And we came in and laughed at him like, oh, look who's professional now. So myself, Hexologist and Kinetics, we were in Las Vegas at the time. And by the way, none of us drank. So we weren't drunk, regardless of what people think. So we weren't drinking. But we came on and we thought it was kind of hilarious when he told us, hey, watch your language, guys. So we started bashing him, and it turned into a big shit show. But it wasn't a big deal. It was, it was just banter between us. But some people took it serious. So another thing, don't take yourself so seriously, Hexicans. This is just crypto, right? It's just crypto. Things like Nagabo having a heart attack are what's serious. All right. So on top of that, we've got Kinetics, my right-hand man, and the Corsair himself, not just a Cutthroat, but the Corsair, Franklin St. Hex, Nardo for the win, quality OG human being, Steven Bersology, a mountain of a man, Nick the Joker, you guys all know the Joker, Big K, Big Pep, Motley, Yash Deep, Dev Kyle, John Wick, Wales, Sammy Chica, Serena. So Sammy Chica, she runs the Ladies of Discourse, knocks it out of the park all the time, gets out in front of everybody, and will not back down to anyone. No man, animal, monster, anything will stop Sammy from stepping up to the plate against them. She will chest up to anything and anyone. Serena, and that may be just because she's an Aussie. I don't know. Those freaking Aussies are just something else. Serena, #1 OG streaming Hexican. I'm going to drink my coffee. I don't want it to get hot or cold. Peter Van Danish, who's on my shit list. I got one. You got one coming still, Peter. You got one coming. The Annette, the always lovely and awesomely smart and brilliant Annette. Timmy B, one of our best cutthroats and one of the first from the beginning, of course, the hexologist. No words can need be said about that man and his guys. I actually heard people were talking shit about Hexo. Really? Fucking really? Who in their right mind? I don't care what hexologist does, says, or acts on. He gets the benefit of the doubt every fucking time. Why? Because he was the first guy to spit out a spleen for this community. He was the first guy to sacrifice everything for this community. He was the first guy. The first guy. And what did he do? We had 24-hour streams. He streamed 24 hours for you guys. He streamed every single day for you guys. Every single day. Even when his baby was born, he was in the hallway streaming with you guys. That is commitment that you should be, the respect and the love that you should be given to that man goes beyond you holding and biting your fucking tongue, even if you want to say something about him. So I'm appalled that anyone would even have a ill word to speak about that young man. So fucking think about that one. Undeniably the best Hexican on the planet. Leave him alone. You should be ashamed of yourself if you've ever had an ill word to speak about him. Last little bit about that. Cabana Crypto, one of the freaking gestures of the community, man. Love his stream. Talented, loves the community, does his part. Nicole, again, one of the hardest working people in Hex. Jenkins, brilliant. Freddie quotes. Freddie is just delivering to the community his content, and he's also keeping people in check because he is a freaking Hexican at heart. I love Freddie. Freddie and I have conversations often, and he helps to put things in perspective for me. Appreciate you, Freddie. You are the man. And I can't tell you how important, how monumental, and how awesome it was to be able to be part of his video and to be part of that whole thing. That will go down in history as one of the greatest moments in my Hex history. I absolutely love Freddie, his family, and what he's doing for Hex. You go, Freddie. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. One of the brilliant minds of Hex, man, and another gesture. Joe Exotic, real human being, really out there hooking and jabbing in the world and bringing content to you guys. Gary, Funding Jim, always behind the scenes working. You know, he may look like a duck floating on the water, but his legs underneath, and he's paddling like fucking crazy down there, working his ass off. Markable, saw him on some other stream this morning, just tearing it up. Always smart young man, the future. Bran, Valiant Bran. What an awesome, awesome human being. The biggest bucket filler in Hex, always there to put support in for everybody. No one better. David Fetter, the heart of Hex, just the heart. The guy is just, I thought he was phony at first. I was like, man, this guy ain't fucking real. And it's hard to judge somebody when you're like on stream watching him. Few pieces of content that he put out, a few times he came and hung out with us. When you meet him, that's who he is. David Fetter is just heart. Blue Bum, another brilliant Hexican. Gimme Liberty, another behind the scenes brilliant Hexican, always delivering to us, questioning things. Unwrecked, my pirate buddy, captain of the other ship. Day 43 OG, another brilliant Hexican and another team leader over there on the Aussie side. Cy from Hex Toys. Guys, Cy has brought a lot to the table also. If you haven't been to Hex Toys yet, get over there. Those NFTs are still available. He's got cool Hex memorabilia, stuff that we've had since the beginning, and all that stuff. Once it's gone, it'll all be just history stuff. So there's a lot of cool stuff over at Hex Toys. Crypto Coffee. I mean, what more can I say about Coffee? When he is around, if he's not out freaking being a man of mystery in the world, he disappears for months at a time. We don't know where he's at. And that's a beautiful thing. I love it. I just get pictures of, anyway, some of his situations every once in a while. And it's a beautiful thing. Axis, another brilliant mind. Hex Mac, another heart when it comes to the Hex community. Big heart, Hex Max. Super Hex, just TikTok, and I hope his TikTok channel is doing good, but a very, very talented human being. Steph, man, the guy has done nothing but offer up and help the community. Also, big giant bag holder. Hodl Dog, another pillar of the streaming community. Nobody streams to more people than Hodl Dog, other than I think Big Pep. Big Pep and Hodl Dog are like in contention with each other. They're like boom, boom, putting out the big numbers. Vince, another guy with heart and a hardworking dude within the cutthroat community. DC Crypto, he's out doing his own thing, but I love him. He started this thing with me, and he gets that respect, and he's still a cutthroat. And I haven't talked to him for a while, but man, I miss that guy. Hex Kong, another OG from the chat rooms, and then and also another brilliant Hexican. Barely Crafty. I don't know where he's been lately, but he was part of the morning show and became a cutthroat. Firebun, of course, I just spoke about Firebun. Brilliant and giving to the community. Johnny Chaos. Johnny Chaos, one of the original OG salty ass pirate Hexicans that wants to just hand it to the haters. And he's always been there to do that. Never lets up on them. Not for a second has he ever taken his foot off the throat of the haters. And we love that about him and his short videos that he does. And when he does come to visit us. So anyway, that's the cutthroat room. Those people have always delivered, always been helpful. And of course, not just to the Hex community, but to Discourse Syndicate. So I just wanted to talk and spread the love out there and let you guys know who's doing the work and why they're doing it and what's coming. There's products coming, guys. There's things that we're going to do that are going to build, and some of them are going to cost and some of them aren't. And some of them are going to be things that give value to some people. And some are going to be things that aren't valuable to some people. And you have to judge that yourself. But let's not infight. Let's vet things. Let's give things a chance and let's have discourse about them, because that's what this is about. I'll fix that later, Toby. Toby just sent me a message. So with that said, I'm opening up everything. Let me see here. Hold on one second. Look at Ryan Lopez. Cheers. Now, Ryan was an early community member. He pops in every now and then, and he's an OG Hexican. He was in and out of all kinds of other projects too, and some people got angry for him for it, and some people didn't. But he was always one of the original guys that have been around here. No, I didn't forget anybody really, but there's other streamers out there like you said, like Gerardo and who's the intensity guy? What's his name? I can't remember his name. Identity Block's out there doing stuff. He recently got through some drama. Who else? Hex Tangent is out there. There's a new gal streaming who of course she's a beautiful young lady. That's why she probably got so many views, but let's see if I can even find her. Maybe not. But anyway, she popped up, talked about Hex, and it's like freaking 10,000 views. It's like, holy shit. But what would an old pirate think? He's going to get more views than a hot blonde, right? So anyway, but yeah. Oh yes, Blaze. I must mention Blaze, but Blaze does more to the Hex community, or more to me than what she does in the Hex community. So my hat's always off to Blaze. Let's see, who else? I see everybody kind of putting some stuff in there. Hex Machina. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I think I need to talk. I tried to add, we'll talk. I think I'm trying to make him a cutthroat, and I think that it didn't go through or something. We got to check that. But yes, Hex Machina is doing good work and supporting Discourse Syndicate. So anyway, all that said, thank you guys for being who you are. Thank you for continuing to have discourse and support us and be part of this. Better days are ahead for all of us. I promise you this. We've seen it. We've watched the cycles. The world is changing, and Hex is positioned properly in it to help the world. So we have to position ourselves properly too. We've had some very, very fast, very, very amazing growth. There's going to be pains that come with that. Be patient, be diligent, be respectful, keep your eyes open, watch things, watch the people who are bringing you these things, watch how they're talking to you, watch their body language, because it's all coming, guys. Hexicans have a lot of value. We have a lot of value. I don't take what we're doing here lightly. I know that we have a voice in the community, and I'm not going to abuse that. I promise you guys, I'm not going to abuse that. I am not going to bring something to you that's going to hurt you. And I want everybody to understand that. And I want everybody to act accordingly too, because we really have something important for the world that you guys need to bring it. Because again, don't forget, the no middleman thing is no expectations of profit from the work of others. Hex is a finished product. It has absolutely nothing to do with Richard. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything else. It's what we do with it. What are we going to do with it? And if we don't do something with it and do it in the right way, other people are going to get a hold of it. See, these are very, very powerful tools Hex and Pulse are going to be. And we can actually drive the narrative and drive the not the community, but the culture of how this thing is going to be treated. Eventually, it'll get bigger than all of us. It'll get bigger, even bigger than this community. But beforehand, hopefully we can be the ones that pass that message out there first. And people will know where Hex came from and where the Hex community came from and what we were about before it turns into whatever it's going to turn into. So anyway, with all that said, let's open this thing up. Let's get some people in here. I don't have anybody sitting in the green room yet. Maybe did I scare everybody off tonight on my little rant? I didn't get mad. I was just letting everybody know passionately how I felt about things and what's going on, and to be ready to go here. Hold on one second. There it is. And I'm going to bring up our first guest of the FN Hangout is my partner, KNTX. What's up, dude? Did you get some sleep yet?
No, not yet. It's been a long couple of weeks.
every time I call him and ask him that, he still hasn't slept. Work, boy, work.
It's hard to find trusted allies within this space that can help protect Hexicans. Let's just put it that way. It's wow. And you give me too much credit, man. I haven't locked anything down yet. I appreciate it, man. There's a lot of things in the works, but nothing is buttoned up yet. So I appreciate the kind words, but still working.
I know. And you deserve it though. You are working hard, man. And whether it bears fruit or not, you keep going, and that's what's important. And it'll eventually, it's all gonna work out for the best. I know that. And yeah, man, we'll just keep going. Well, you're gonna keep going. I'm going on vacation next week. Hope you don't have too much to do next week while I'm in Puerto Rico with my toes in the sand.
I'll hold down the fort on the streaming side, but
yeah, leave the ship moored and don't take it out, and I'll be back. So hey, we got another guest. Everybody, this is another one of our supporters. Somebody's been around for a little bit. Hex Deck 16. What's happening, bud?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. Oh, look at you. You got one of those Hex shields back there.
Oh, of course. And it looks so small, but it really
does from way
very
gosh,
big.
It's like, how big is that room, man? That must be a monstrous room, because that thing is big. I've held one of those.
Yeah, same one. It's pretty big. Yeah, so appreciate your opening. Just fantastic. So one of the things that just let you guys know, if I sound a little sick or something like that, I'm getting tested for the vid tomorrow. So
oh no,
maybe a little sick. Yeah, I lost my taste of the sense of smell and everything about 4 hours ago. But life is good. I mean, no worries, no troubles. We all get through things. But no, really appreciate the dedication, effort. You talk about like Hexologist and Hexo with all the stuff that he's done, especially all that daily streaming, day in, day out. But you've done the same thing, RG3. You've really rocked it out. And meeting all the people you mentioned, meeting people up in Vegas the first time, that was just fantastic. And it's becoming lifelong friendships, just partnerships that you have with individuals within the Hex community, irrespective of, other outside things, but as a community type support. It's been fantastic. And I appreciate that spirit so much. And the whole giving back thing, I've been involved with that recently as well as in the past. So there's going to be some upcoming things. I won't talk about them because I'm not going to use competing meetups, but hopefully I plan to be out there in Florida here in December.
No competition, man. We encourage Hexicans to get together any chance that they can. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. And when you mentioned Balton Brand, I did a giveaway on Balton Brand's stream for the Hex conference coming up for 2 people, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway here when we meet up in Florida for 5 more tickets. Just to give them away to people that are encouraged to go, and if they don't have the opportunity to go. Plus, I have a couple of shout out to Montana Coiner, as well as Chloe, but a couple of Montana Hexicans that may be interested in going out and stuff like that. I was like, hey, if you're willing to go, I'll buy you your ticket.
Nice of you. Let me say hello. Speaking of the people that are donating, I missed them. Marco dropped $50 and said, "We truly love this, RG. Speak your mind. It's a beautiful thing, man. I love DS. My Hexicans in the chat and all. Let's do this." Yeah, man. Feeling the love, buddy. Hextoshi, $55.55. Let's work behind the scenes, Hexicans. I've done it for nearly 2 years now and have only ever gained from it. What you give comes back tenfold.
Marco, Hextoshi, salt of the earth guys, man. Love those guys. Hextoshi, I'd love to see you come back on the show again, man. It's been a while since we had you on the FN Hangout.
The way one of our tenets here is, to whom much is given, much is expected, and we appreciate you guys supporting us, and we realize that, and we all have benefited greatly from Hex, and we're trying to give back, and that's why we do it. It's not to shill. It's never been to do that. It's always been to bring value to the Hex community and showcase the Hexicans. And you guys are the ones that we're showcasing and all of your skills and brain power and everything. So anyway, Jimmy Diamond, another 55. Cheers, RG and the Cutthroats. Yes, cheers to the Cutthroats. And thank you for the cheers to me. I appreciate it. And Nathan Heaton, $5. RG, thanks for all the work you guys do. You see Fed coin or global digital currency becoming a threat to Hex in the future? Not in a million fucking years. Nothing's ever.
If anything, it makes it easier for people to get into us. It brings people to Hex easier.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we have a hater in the freaking chat room. I am going to let this guy in. Everybody, the average crypto influencer is here. What can I do for you, sir?
Oh, that guy.
Well, I've been watching you guys for some time now, and I know that people have not clicked the link and showed up because they haven't had the courage to come forward and talk to you guys. Well, I got news for you guys. I'm not afraid of this Hexican crew, and you guys need to knock this shit off. People are not clicking my Bybit link. They're not buying my paid groups, and they're not signing up for all my promotional offers. Yeah.
Because we've taught them well.
Well, Hex is a spider.
Yeah.
A spider? Tell us more, please.
A spider? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, it's just a spider. You don't want people to look over there. Spiders are scary.
Oh, gotcha.
Sensei
well, we happen to think that your average crypto influencers are scary. because you guys don't understand what it is that you're shilling, do you?
Well, we're shilling what we're paid to. Duh.
Okay. So you're paid to wreck people. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel pretty good when my bank account's up. It doesn't make me feel pretty good when I run into people in real life, though.
How about if I told you can make more money if you were to get out of all them bullshit coins that you're in and get into Hex and shill something that's actually good for the world?
But Hex isn't bribing me. I want my money now. None of this stuff works. I mean, if it worked, I might actually keep some of it instead of dumping it on all my followers' heads.
How much is your Patreon group?
Sorry?
Yeah, do you have a Patreon? Can we show your Patreon?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got a paid group, and it's really cool, because they don't know any better. So, I just send their credit card every month, and I just tell them a couple things, and yeah, it works out pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and they forget about it. And it just keeps billing them month in, month out.
Because they forget to shut that shit off.
Right?
It's great.
It's a beautiful thing. You're making
but you guys are wrecking that, since now people are checking my track record. They're going through my profile and they're finding out all the shit coins that I shilled. And now they're paying attention to what I tell them. It's all you guys' fault.
But what's the next crack point?
Well, I don't know. They're probably just going to copy something else and paste a new name on it, give us a new story.
Okay.
That's what they always do.
Kind of like a promise. Like a promise coin.
Well, there's really no promises.
All right. I can't take anymore. We got to get rid of you, buddy.
Take his hair off.
We got to get this guy out of here. For those of you who don't know who that wasn't just your average crypto influencer.
Johnny.
That was Johnny Chaos, our beloved hater destroyer extraordinaire. And he was coming in and talking shit on them. So for any of that, anyway.
I saw this great bit up there about an hour and a half ago on Twitter. He did a conversation between himself type thing. So it was pretty good compilage, type thing. But that was his whole hair thing. So.
Yep. I'm trying to fix something in the background here. Sorry. Oh, there we go. There. Let's fix that. Okay. Go ahead. You can continue talking. So where is everybody? What's going on?
I know, right?
Some nights I can't keep people off here, and we got people coming in, trying in, and then look who's in the chat. That's Yash Deep. Yash Deep, I'm just glad to know that you're still alive. You young men out there scare me when you guys disappear like you do. Yash Deep's another one of our young, single, crazy Hexicans who disappears from time to time. And I'm sure he's just out having fun. But glad to see you, buddy.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on here.
My Bucha, by the way.
This is awesome. You look like a cross between.
Bring the average D-bag back. F that douchebag. Did somebody just drop another? Okay, no, I didn't see it. So anyway, Hexdex, thanks for joining us tonight. It looks like we're having a slow night.
I'd like to ask someone other than just me and Captain Hexdex, what would you like to see built around Hex? In the real world, in the crypto space, on the blockchain, what would you like to see? I'm curious. I don't think we asked this question to everyone else enough.
100%, and I've brought this up a couple times, is I would like to see a straight fiat on-ramp into like Pulse Chain or Hex or something other than Coinbase. I don't even particularly pretend to know, that aspect of it, but there's got to be another thing besides Coinbase. to be
On-ramp.
able to, to on-ramp other than like credit cards, doing it through MetaMask, that type of thing. I'm talking about a serious project. And that's why, I've talked to people in the past here about, one of the last conversations with one of the last Hexicans I onboarded, I said, this is not the final project. I'm like, when I talked to him about Pulse Chain, I got him into Hex. They're going to get the duplicates on Pulse Chain and stuff like that. But I said, this is not the final product that, in my personal belief, this is just my humble opinion, that Richard is working on. So I said, there's going to be some other iterations, but if you're asking that kinetics, that's really what I'd like to see.
I'd let you speak first, RG, to that.
Well, I'd like to tell you guys, oh man, I'd like to tell you guys what exactly we're working on. I guess my disclaimer would be this, and I mean, look, there's a lot of entities, there's a lot of NDAs and all kinds of things signed to make things happen in the background. So I have to be very careful about everything that we do say. However, let me just put it this way. My disclaimer is, if there's something that needs to be built on Hex and it would be good for Hex, and we've discussed it here on this stream, you can guarantee that that's being looked at and worked on. That's all I can tell you guys, is that everything that you can imagine or want on Hex, we've looked at or are working on it. And that's really about all I can say about it. And it's not easy. These things are not easy. And, and can tell you that, like I said, the guy's flying around the country trying to find and talk to all the right people. And not all of them are the right people. And he brings things to me and I bring things to him, and we vet things and we vet it through the community. A lot of the community members are helping us with things and working in the background with us. And if it's not above board, if we don't think it's right for Hexicans, we're not bringing it to the table. So that's what's going on. And it's hard. It's really, really hard. And it's hard to find the right people. It's hard to find the right products. It's hard to find the right synergies of mixes of peoples and lawyers and all kinds of things like that to make things happen properly. But you know what? We're just going to keep moving forward, because if we aren't doing it, somebody else will. And I think we are, because of how we understand Hex. Johnny, come back. I was just going to bring you on. How we understand Hex is how it needs to be explained to these people and how it needs to be brought to the community, these products and things of this nature. Because why would we allow somebody else who doesn't understand Hex like we do to bring them to the community? So anyway, let's see. Let's see here.
There's a lot of things that
Ex Machina, what's up, baby?
Hex Machina.
What's up, guys? How you doing? I just been watching in the background for a little while. I figured I'd pop in, say hi for a few minutes.
Double streaming guy.
Great work.
Ree, I'm having my nootropics energy now. So if you're there,
nice.
Bottoms up.
Rhea.
I keep hearing people talking about those, man. I'm gonna have to try them.
Woo!
I just tried CBD.
All the rage. Oh yeah, what'd you think? What'd you think, Hextech?
And I've heard about this for over 2 years. Yeah, I'm an old guy. I'm an OG in Hexican, OG in life,
OG in life, baby.
But it is what it is. So, but I have to say, I'm like, it's actually productive. That's why, and I've watched since you had Brizzy's Frizzies, as I like to call it, the little frizzy drink, but I'm like, I really have to give that a shot.
It's good stuff, man. I really like the nootropics. My energy levels. Oh, and the C60 that I'm on too. Wow, that stuff is cool, man. I'm feeling I'm feeling really, really good these days. Now, if I can get my diet in line, then I'll be fine. And that's the hardest thing for my fat ass is to get the diet in line.
Don Montoya, I just tried the other version of CBD in my garage.
But I take CBD every day
so.
too. So I have CBD every morning. I do a time release CBD. And I also have an oil that I do, but I like my time release.
I always joke with people, it's just for the record, I have not engaged in the THC aspect since I was 17 years old. Before I entered the
wow.
Yeah, before I entered the military. And so, I'm well over 50 now.
THC got me kicked out of the military.
He never made it in because of THC.
Hey, I got through MEPS. I scored a 92 on my ASVAB. I got through MEPS. I swore to because I was National Guard, not any of the other branches. So I swore my oath to the governor of the Colorado and not the president of the United States. And then I got kicked out. So
Brissology. Okay. All right, bro. You're getting, hey, Toby Wan. What's up, buddy?
Toby Wan.
Hey, Toby.
Hey, what's up, guys? I had to go grab my nootropic energy.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, she got to you too. So
yeah.
Brissology says, yeah, get that gut in check, RG3. So look, guys, you guys know I love Brissology. We just had lunch the other day. He lives close to my town, so every time I'm in the area, I was like, hey, dude, you want to go grab some lunch? He's the first person to say yes. We went and had Cuban food. Cubano. Dude, I lost my phone. I lost my phone there, too. I just got a brand new phone. I lost it. The day I got it, I lost it at the freaking Cuban place. And they won't tell me.
Hope you deleted that MetaMask.
So no, it wasn't a work phone. It wasn't anything important. So, but I just got a new one because I lost my other one. But anyway, Brissology, dude, I'm calling you out, bro. Dude, this guy's gut is like, you ever seen like a pregnant goat? Like they're like splitting sideways, right? Fucking Brissology. He's been so retired now. Because he's like, he's actually a Bitcoin maxi and a Hex maxi. He's got so much of everything, right? So Brissology looks like a pregnant goat right now. His belly's sticking out so freaking far. So you need to watch yourself, young man, and go get yourself fixed. You're going to be in trouble pretty soon. That goat's going to pop out of your ass.
Oh, Jesus.
There he is. Bring him up. Johnny.
Oh,
there he is.
There
Johnny
it is.
Chaos. What's happening?
How's it going, everybody?
You missed our hater showed up, bro.
Yeah, we had a hater show up.
We got a hater that actually showed up.
Yeah,
you're
average influencer. He hated
clipping
that
pretty hard.
Oh, that guy.
Yes.
Your mic is horrendous right now. Can you?
Yeah, your
volume.
You're so
I don't know.
High,
you got some gain up high?
Yeah, it's the gain is too high. Yeah, the guy was not happy that we're telling people not to click on his Bybit link. Funny how that works.
He had really nice hair, though. He had really, really nice hair.
Yeah, someone.
He was a pretty good-looking dude.
Yeah, someone equated it to a cross between Harry Potter and Stephen King.
Looked a lot smarter than you because the glasses and everything. Once you take the glasses off, you kind of look kind of dumb.
I better start wearing glasses then.
Yeah.
ARG,
How's the volume now, guys?
You can send me.
What's that?
Is the volume better now?
A little lower.
It's lower, but it sounds like you're like talking through like an old phone or something. I don't know. It just sounds really.
Seems like almost like the bass is up high or something.
He looked like he sniffs butts.
Hey, just by the way, I want to sit there and give a shout out not only to Richard, but also to David Fetter, because the camera is the same camera that David Fetter had recommended that he just recently bought. But Richard also sent me these recommendations for the earphone things, and I'm still waiting on the microphone. But
What
camera is it?
What camera is it? It looks good.
It's the same camera David Fetter recommended just the other day. I'll look it up, but I'll look it up
Cool.
while we're talking and stuff like that. But
Nice, looks good. Did he tell you about the lapel
What's up,
mic?
junkie?
Hextech?
no, I haven't ordered the Shure mic because I talked to Richard about the Shure that he was using on stream, but David hasn't told me about the lapel mic.
Yeah, Richard had told me about it. I think it's called a lavalier or something. It's like a little lapel mic.
lavalier.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I'll
that
check
sounds
it
really
out.
good. I'll find the link and I'll send it to you.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this mic is pretty intense as far as setting everything up. You've got to buy 2 different devices to get it to work properly, and it sounds great. It does, but it does take a little more setup to get it to work proper. Yeah, the SM7B.
Yeah,
that's the monster.
Yeah, that's like the top of the line streamer mic right there.
Yeah.
It's my Hex Flex. It's been sitting on this table for about 4 months.
Yeah.
You got to get the cloud lifter for it and everything else. And
It's back there somewhere too. And then there's another piece. I can't remember the other one, but it's in a little box back there.
My whole goal for the future is just to have the best, simplest equipment that is portable and transportable, so that wherever I'm at, I can just set up and live stream type stuff. I mean, I'm just getting back into live streaming. I used to do it 2 years ago with another group. Oh,
Dude.
who's this crazy?
Yeah, I know Boomer.
Boomer,
Yeah,
really?
awesome.
Wow.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks.
The mango
Never been-
junkie.
Never been called a boomer.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yo, Mango Junkie, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, man. You too. Yeah, dude, it sucks. Friggin' when you're talking about with the meetup in Albany, you're saying it's on the 23rd. I was looking at the calendar, and it's like, dude, I can't even. It just sucks. I can't make it because it's like in the middle of the week.
It's
And
a pretty shitty day.
Yeah, it's like if I call out, even if I take the day off for work, I don't get paid for the holiday because we have 2 days off at the end of the week. So it just sucks, dude. It sucks.
Yeah, it's like 2 days before Thanksgiving. It's definitely
Oh, really?
definitely not a great day for it. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Are there other meetups like that where it's like kind of like in the middle of the week? So I just thought that was pretty strange.
I think some of them end up on the weekend, but it's just luck of the draw,
Yeah.
And they're traveling.
And and keeping costs down and stuff. Weekend convention center
That's true,
rooms are expensive and stuff. So these guys are out there like kind of on the barter system, just making it happen. And so just making it happen. What days it can make it, they make it.
Yeah.
They're coming to visit me on the 26th.
Nice.
So we got some fun stuff planned.
Oh, look who it is! What's up, producer?
Hey, King in the house. What's up, man?
What up?
Been a while, bud. Been a while since we've seen you.
Who it is? Still alive. What's
The
going
man,
on?
the myth, the legend.
How y'all doing?
What's going on,
Good.
man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Chilling. Just trying to grow. Apparently, there's no Hex Asians according to Richard, but
You guys better put him in check on that one, man.
yeah, I did send a clip to the Highest of Stakes film crew. The clip of Richard saying, "Have you seen a Hex Asian?" And then remember a while back when Richard did his open mic on Telegram, I called in and said, "Hey, we do the Hex Asian show," and he's like, "Oh yeah, konnichiwa." So hopefully they can find a way to add that clip in there with Richard giving us that thunderous konnichiwa. That was awesome.
Yeah, I think there's 10 Hex Asians that we do know that are regular through the communities.
I am the one with the golden mic.
Yeah, there you go.
It's so funny. That's hilarious.
I haven't
The
seen our
golden
boy in a
mic.
long
I
time.
love that. I love that.
He was
Yeah.
on the last
Yes.
Asians. That was hilarious. Golden Mike, he even time-stamped himself in the comments when he comes on with a golden mic. So.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
one of my
awesome.
favorite shows, man. One of my favorite shows.
just
Yeah.
FYI, I sent email about 2.5 weeks ago or something back to the documentary crew, just to, pitch an idea to them, give them my background story. But give you an idea, I'm a retired chef, automotive detailer for the past 7 years. So the long story short is I collected loose change out of vehicles and vacuums that we clean cars with, traded in cars, not obviously customer cars, wouldn't take any customers' money, but cleaned out vacuums and stuff. And I put them in mayonnaise jars and invested them into crypto. And then when Hex came along, I invested in the Hex and made me multi-million dollars. So
yeah, baby, loose change turned into multiple millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I love that.
I actually called it the Loose Change Project. I did this for it. I did it as an experiment. It was just an experiment. It was just for the fun of it. But hey, long story short. But so we may talk, or we may talk out in Florida. We'll see. They contacted me back last week.
That's awesome, man.
Awesome.
Fun stuff.
A profitable project, right? A little bit.
Well, it was a social experiment, and that's the thing, is like, it was for fun. I mean, it wasn't like I was desperate for anything, I was like, but everything that people throw away, the money that slides underneath your car or goes into your couch, that type of thing. Because I've been in crypto for over 6 years, and everybody has told me over the past 6 years, I was the first guy when Bitcoin was $634 on November 4th, 2016. So you can record check me on that. That was when I bought my first 3 Bitcoin, but that's when I got into crypto. But my whole point was like, this is dynamic. This whole blockchain industry is dynamic, and there's something here. And that was 6 years ago, and I've been pushing it for a number of years. But my whole point was like, you don't have to start with a lot, start with little, start with where you're at. So there's even people telling me today, when I talk to them about Hex, and I'm just like, hey, listen, $50, $100. I'm like, just get started, drop $100.
It all adds up. All those pennies add up.
Yeah.
Well, no, but $100 in Hex right now, if it gets to $40, then all of a sudden, like, geez, what'd you waste your money on? Right? Nothing. Right?
Hextech, I'm going to throw you off. You keep fudding. 40. What's this $40?
Sub-mil FUD. Sub-mil FUD.
I thought you were a true maxi, man. What is this $40?
I was talking about next year in June.
Okay,
next year in June.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
What
So,
what I thought was crazy was Richard pointed out that fact that if you would have bought Bitcoin at $30, Hex still outperformed his moves. It's like, that's just it's just incredible to think about that, because you wouldn't think about that if when you think $30 to $65,000, you're like, oh my God, that's insane gains, right? And then you go, oh, but wait, Hex did what? 5 times that? That's insane. That's insane. So you couldn't even have outperformed in Bitcoin if you bought it at $30, and ain't nobody going back there.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Archie, I want to ask Archie, when you're talking about with the whole convention thing in Dubai, can you just go over that just real quick again? I'm sorry, because I kind of missed that earlier in the stream. Is like
so one of our cutthroats, one of our community members, one of our streamers, Nicole, who goes by Nerd Girl, she was invited out there to speak. Her thesis is on maximalism and crypto maximalism. So that's kind of her life work now is studying maximalism. And what better community to jump into than Hex? And she has done well, and we've actually changed her vision on what a real cryptocurrency looks like throughout her time here. And she's become a Hex maximalist herself, but studying maximalism elsewhere and calling it out when she sees it. So she was invited there, and she started doing her thing and asking questions. And she's very good at asking hard questions to people. And she asked Tone Vay some hard questions, and he didn't like it. And they were on a panel together. She was supposed to speak at a panel, and that panel was coming up, and these guys rug pulled on her and said that the excuse they gave her was that her passport wasn't vetted by
some bullshit reason.
Some bullshit. It was bullshit.
Everybody, let's give him a double finger fuck you to fucking Dubai.
Yeah. Do you know if those questions, like, were they asked, like, was that like kind of like a pretense to the actual panel? Like, was it like recorded, like the questions that she was asking?
No. She was in another situation, and she was working with Tone on something.
It was out in the hallway, wasn't it?
Having a conversation. They were just having a conversation. She asked him some questions, and she thinks that tipped him off to who she was and what she was there doing.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely. You kidding me?
So he may have used his pull to have her yanked from the panel so that she didn't mention it or get any airtime. And
people
once
don't
again,
really like it when they can't answer questions because they don't have any knowledge, and they're supposed to be the big deal.
I would have seen the
really bad.
for like the main show. I would have waited until I was on stage and then started asking like the real questions.
Yeah.
Well,
he's a pissant in life anyway. He's a fucking pud, man. So fuck that guy. He has created nothing but fucking animosity for me. I can't stand that fucking twat.
Dude, the picture that you guys put up of him for the video, he looked like a fucking alien or something like that. I was like, who the fuck is it? Like, I didn't even recognize the person on there. I'm like, who are these people?
The old haircut, man. That was his thing for a long time.
Oh my god, dude.
One of my favorites is Hexo's meme. It's him when he was trying to keep his hair from being bald or whatever. Nothing against bald guys.
When it starts going, just let it go.
But he's got like the lines.
Barcode.
Hexo had the barcode reader on there, said beep.
And you can scan his hair, and it'll take you where you can buy him a steak, so he can teach you how to lose all your money.
There you go.
Yeah, and what really solidified his assholiness was when he brought those lawyers on to fuck with Richard on day one of Hex.
Epic stream, dude.
That was like
RG.
That fired my belly up. I mean, the reason I'm here with such fervor or whatever you want to call it is because of that fucking stream, man. I have had a fire in my belly for those fucking douchebags since I've been here because of that stream. It did something to me that forever will make me just fucking live in disgust of those human beings.
Oh, dude, so gross, dude, so gross.
Well, RG, you know what happened there? That was retaliation. That was Tone got his ass whooped in the live debate, and he went back and got his buddies to bring his gang squad, and he's going to bring his intelligent lawyers in there, and then Richard made clowns out of all of them.
Yep.
On no sleep, dude. The guy looked like he was fucking dying on stream.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's what's even funnier about that. They clipped it out of their clip. The girl that they brought on later pulled up Hex and said, I think I'm going to get some of this.
Dude.
She probably has Hex.
Yeah.
Douchebags, man. Just douchebags.
Well, and I mean, what's the irony is just fucking dripping off of this whole story, because it's like she studies maximalism and tribalism, goes to talk to these people, and literally because of the extremity of their maximalism and tribalism, they won't even let her fucking talk. And like whatever bullshit, she got into Dubai. How did she get there without a fucking passport? It's like just such a crock of shit.
It's a crock of shit. Exactly. That's what I said. When she called me to tell me, I was like, wait a minute. You got there with the passport. What do they even need to vet your passport for at a convention? That's bullshit. She goes,
and that's awful. You know, if they were going to be that way, they shouldn't have invited her. I mean, she had to take time away from her family and everything else to go do this thing. And she was all excited about the event. And you're just gonna what? Oh, you can't participate. We don't like you. You're one of them. You know.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's just like, you know, like what, it's just Bitcoin Maxi convention basically, and then like, yo, fuck.
They all are, you know, they all are. That's what it is. I mean, it's Bitcoin, and then, you know, like they're going to have this DeFi thing. I'm supposed to go down to Florida for this DeFi thing, and that'll be who they let in. They'll let in, but I think I'm going to walk in there and put full pirate regalia and just let them know who we fucking are, right?
What's that, like, DeFi convention?
Leave the blunderbusses at home. Leave
DeFi. It's called DeFi something. Oh, we lost connect. Dude, he's got to go to sleep, man. He's got to go to fucking sleep. I hope he just left and went to sleep because dude hasn't slept for like since Vegas. When do we go to Vegas? Vegas.
Well, my mic's not being very good, so I just wanted to stop in and say hey to everybody. And it's late here anyway, so I will catch you guys later. Awesome to see you,
Johnny.
Johnny.
All right,
Thank
Johnny.
you,
Good to see you, man.
So,
Dude's fucking hilarious.
my man, 55. ETH fees kill trees. I like that.
Yeah, I killed
When's
him.
that convention supposed to be coming up?
It's the end of November, I think it is.
Okay.
It's in Florida and Miami, end of November, called DeFi something. It's like a big DeFi event. So yeah.
Hey, guys, can I jump in there and jump on another Hexasian shout out? Well, here's a book by Joachim Christensen. It's on Amazon, and he sent me the PDF of this, and I'm having it translated right now. The Hexasian and the Hex community funded the translation to Chinese of this book, and right now Miss Exquisite is working on the Japanese translation. So if there's any other community members that, you know, for the Asian flavor of Hexicans, we're looking for Korean, Vietnamese, Hindi, you know, you name it for Asia. We're going to try and get these funded, translated, and, you know, passed out. So this book is on Amazon. So shout out to Joachim Christensen. It's on Amazon. I told him I will buy a few copies, but he did send me the PDF of it so we could have it translated to other languages. So shout out to the community.
I'm 12%.
awesome,
I'm 12% Filipino.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I'm an Asian. Look at that. How about that?
Yep.
Got that Tagalog back roots.
Yeah.
I love Tagalog. I love it.
Yep.
Lumpia,
I like lumpias. Lumpias,
Yeah,
man.
lumpia.
Lumpias are my favorite.
What's that? Lumpias.
I don't even know what that is.
Lumpia is a Filipino egg. Well, it's
egg
not an egg
roll.
roll. It's like an egg roll,
No, it's not an egg
but it's
roll.
not. It's not an egg roll. Like an egg roll is like not even on the same level. Like a lumpia
Okay.
is like
All right.
Fish soup.
Oompa Lumpia?
all the stuff
RG
they got, man.
RG3, one of my Montana Hexicans are going to see this. So Ron, we're talking lumpia and fried rice, bro.
Oh baby,
There you go.
baby.
He's gonna love
There's
it.
all kinds of things. So I had a big group of Filipino friends and we'd go over there and
Filipino.
party. And these guys, when they have like come over for the fight or something like that, it's like their whole fucking family from everywhere comes, right? Like there's there's never like 4 or 5 of them. There's like 30 of them, and they all bring food, and they all bring food. And I can't remember the names of all the dishes, but the one I really like is they have this very thin noodle dish with shrimp and chicken in it. Pancit. Yeah. And oh my God. And then there's another one. It's like menudo, but it's white, and it's like, you know, it's got the tripe and shit. Oh fuck, I love that shit, man. I love all
tripe is
that.
good. Stomach is great. You know, I mean, tripe is good.
I grew up on menudo and freaking out here in LA and shit, and the stuff that they make in Philippines is different type of, you know, tripe, but man, it's like a white, it's like a soup or whatever, but it's like red, but that pancit, love that stuff, and fucking lumpias. I'll eat 100 lumpias in a night.
Adobo, don't forget adobo, Captain.
Oh yes, sir.
Pork adobo. Yeah.
Yep. Nope. I'm a foodie, man. I don't have any of the other stuff anymore. All my vices are gone, so it's food. You know, it's like don't take that away from me. And then I had a talk with Naga today, and he's like, bro, you know, we got to start watching what we eat, man, and take care of ourselves. I'm like, God damn it, man, don't tell me that.
Man. And ching, motherfucker.
Ching.
Shout out to Nagabo. Get well, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's doing good. He's doing good. He was talking to me, and the nurse came in. He had to get off the phone finally because they were switching him from ICU to regular, like general population. But he did. He went through all of his thing. Dude had a heart attack in Mexico. Couldn't get treated at a Mexican hospital. Got the next flight. He was having a heart attack. Waited till the morning. Couldn't sleep all night. Was in severe pain. Christ. Got on a plane, flew to the U.S. He said, when he got up in
oh my God!
When he got up in the air,
guy's like a superhero.
He said he was in so much fucking pain that he could hardly take the flight. I mean, he said as soon as he got up in an altitude or wherever, his chest was killing him, and so he lands, and thank God, man, he got to the hospital, and they said, "Dude, you're freaking boom." Took him in, took care of him. And now he's good, man. Now he's good.
Thank God. That's terrifying.
It's like on top of having a heart attack, it's like one of the medical concerns is like if you have a heart condition, do not fly. And what does this guy do? He goes and flies
no choice.
He had to do it to save his own life, you know. He had to get out of the country and you know.
Wow. Man.
So, what a freaking hero, superhero.
Thank God. That's just crazy.
So yeah, but he's doing good now, and he did. He said that, man. He's like, hey, man, you know, this is a wake up call for all of us. And there he is. He's back. He's back. Medic. I thought you went to bed, bro.
Not sleeping.
Power nap.
Yeah. I was half tempted to, man. It's been a last couple of weeks, man. It's been a lot of traveling.
I've been talking to you every hour since Vegas, and I don't know if you've been asleep since. I wake up and you're still awake or flying somewhere. I'm in the airport, bro. I'm in the airport. Yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, I'm in a layover. Did you get some sleep? No, I got a bit on the plane in a half hour.
Kinetics, you got to get on the Qualia train.
I should.
There you go.
I should. Definitely should. Well, every time we thought we were done with meetings, all of a sudden we had directors and movie people and trust lawyers trying to wine and dine us till freaking midnight, and then I had to be on a 4:00 flight. It's like, man, I'm just never gonna freaking get to sleep.
You know what's funny though? So like all these wine and dine efforts and everything, I've always heard these crazy stories about, you know, like strip clubs and all of the this. And unfortunately, the people that we've been meeting have been all very, very serious, and it was like dinner only, and no drinks, and no, no
cocaine, no strippers,
none of that stuff, no cocaine and strippers and all that stuff. It was just, very above board, very business. Go eat, and everybody, go back to your rooms, and that kind of stuff. So it was a very no cool stories, other than us all getting in trouble. Getting kicked out of the Pulse chat room when we were in Vegas.
Yeah, that was fun.
But hey, what I was saying.
I was laughing my ass off, dude. It's so funny.
Dude, I think Papa handled that very well. Honestly, it's like when I went back and listened to it, it's like
no, he didn't.
It was pretty funny. It's like I listening to it in context. It's like when I heard about it first, I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, what am I walking into? And I thought it was fucking hilarious. I mean, to me, I think the thing is where people might have misconstrued that is they got to know you guys on the OG YouTube side, and they got to know the Papa that is on Pulse voice chat.
The real Papa, not the one that's in Pulse chat, but the real Papa we know.
Yeah.
The professional Papa that we get to experience over in the admin chat. Because I mean, he holds it down and is very sophisticated, very businesslike. And it was just so funny to me because I know both sides of him, and I know you guys. So it was so obvious you guys are just busting balls. And he was just so calm and collected about it, and was like, "And goodbye." And he just like, I
think it made it worse too because it was like it happened at like a wrong time. It was like he was in the middle of a conversation with a woman about with a hardware wallet, so it's kind of like sensitive material.
And we don't give a fuck who he was talking to. I don't care if he was talking to my mother. I don't care if he was onboarding my mother and talking to her about her treasure. You don't fucking. Are you kidding me? It was me and Hexo. It was like, dude. You let us come in and talk shit, and then you let us go, and then you guys carry on with your business. That would have been enough right there. And then I would apologize for being an asshole. Which, by the way, the young lady that he was helping, I don't know who you are or what your name is, but I apologize to you. I apologize to you for having the wool pulled over your eyes by Papa and thinking that he is an upstanding human being and was trying to help you, when in all actuality he's really a dirtbag and fucking has nothing but shit that spews out of his mouth most of the time. But I'm sure he was helping you at the moment. So
Here it was.
you know.
It was AZ Birdie.
If they
It was
only
AZ
knew.
Birdie,
If
and
they
I
only knew.
apologized. I apologized to her. I said, "Hey, I'm sorry to jump in. I didn't know he was helping you." Jackie from Arizona. There we go. So
Okay.
thank you so
nice.
much.
That's cool. That's
Jackie,
cool.
you're Hexican famous now. We feel horrible and mortified that we screwed up your moment with Papa, but he's really not what he said.
She sounded like shocked and bothered at the same time. She was like,
Papa is multifaceted. All right, let's just put it that way.
I'll say.
Multifaceted.
AZ Birdie,
It's like
I gotta
he's-
say this right now. AZ Birdie is OG. Me and AZ Birdie used to comment on Hexologist daily streams way back at the beginning. So she is OG, guys.
that's cool.
Yeah, and she yeah. Thank you for understanding, and we were just in a real little moment there. But hey, if you don't know who Papa is, go watch the morning show. Go watch Wake Up Hex, just one or two if you can stomach it, and watch what happens. And then
wow.
judge him that way.
Papa's
And Hex
hilarious.
Agents,
Come
I'm
on.
on Hex Agents too. So yep.
But on a serious note, Papa is in there working his ass off, helping everybody in Pulse Chat and helping everybody with their security. Helped me with my security. Literally called me personally,
Me too.
sat down, changed my whole mind on hardware wallets and things. So anyway,
I actually DM'd him on Twitter too about maybe like a potential problem that I might have in the future, which might be a very serious fucking problem. And he ran me through all the steps just to monitor a certain wallet just in case of things, and so fucking helpful, man. It's like, and whenever I click on the chat, like it's like he's just always there, like no matter what, he's just it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's nuts, and it's like I'm a night owl, so it's like it'll be 4 in the morning here in the Midwest. And,
see, look at that.
I'll
We
be
thrilled
talking to
her.
Papa. There it is.
She was
Chop it
thrilled.
up. Chop it up.
Well, see, this is a perfect example of like if you get the joke, then it's nothing. But it's like, when it goes through the game of telephone, and then you got Twitter and you got all this other shit, and people get bits and pieces.
The people on Twitter it was a bunch of wrecked plebs on Twitter that had like 5 followers. It was a bunch of no-name yak-offs that were trying to. It's probably people we know in the community that didn't want to burn their own handles, so they started. And I was like, "Oh, you fucking useless plebs!"
No, that one person was going fucking hardcore on you, dude. Like, they were like going in depth. They brought up fucking Funding Jim. They brought up like a post from a fucking Funding Jim who had like some kind of like chassis belt on like the You see that shit?
No.
Don't be pulling his nudes into this thing.
I don't ever see that.
You guys don't know what he does. It's none of your business what he does.
No thanks.
Yeah,
I love Gary, but no, thank you.
So I did it. I did it.
Now you have an idea
about these people taking themselves too serious, because it's these people.
Yeah.
Someone, I don't know who's got the vendetta out. Whatever. Good luck trying to burn me in this community. You can fuck off, and the rest of you, everyone else gets it, and it's no big deal. No one that actually matters in this community was up in arms about it.
Right. Well, and you got to realize too, it's like, people that that have an agenda, it's like they expose themselves in time. It's like you see if they've got an angle, or if they're trying to lean things one way or another. It's like I literally I didn't see it happen real time. It's like I got a message saying you guys were drunk on stream and it was like this horrible shit show. So I'm like, oh no. And it's like, and so for people that don't know, it's like I'm an admin of the admin chat. Like Nenad and I went to Richard and started an admin chat. So all the admins can have our own room, so we can have a little more control on like how things get handled. Because for the longest time, it's like all the admins were it was like the Wild West. You had sheriffs just doing their own thing all over the place. And then you would like mute or ban somebody. And then what would happen is they would go and they would cry to somebody else. And then that admin would go in, not even look who muted or banned them, and just lift it because they bought the story. So we deal with the same people, probably the ones that showed up on Twitter, like they banned me, they kicked me off for blah, blah. And it's like they're shilling stuff. They're cussing at people. They're they're just clogging the chat with garbage. And there's people there, thousands and thousands of people there, like trying to get real information. And it's like, it's just a constant stream. I mean, those admin guys, God bless them, because it's like, they're grinding it out constantly, just trying to keep it.
I appreciate them because it's a job I don't want.
And a job they'll never give me. I don't even admin my own chats, to be honest. I don't have admin rights anywhere. Nobody has given me admin rights.
I was honored first, like when I first got my first admin, and then over time I'm just like, God damn, it's like I wish I'd never gone down this path. But it's like, it's a job that needs done. It's like, not all of us can be superstars like RG and Kinetics, showing their beautiful faces on stream all the time, and chatting up doing autograph sessions. There's some of us.
Not what my wife says.
There's some of us down underneath just rowing the boat, just keeping the ship going when the wind stops.
I just found this out. Bree has given me admin rights
Breaking
in
news.
all of Bree's groups. I didn't know that. I'm going to go hang out there just to see myself as an admin.
Dude,
and watch out, I'm going to ban somebody just to ban somebody.
It's a little exhilarating. I have a special GIF I use every time I ban someone. It's the banhammer GIF. So if you're ever in Hex Main or Pulse Chat and you see the banhammer GIF, somebody just got toasted.
Thank you, Bree.
And
and it didn't just happen. I have been an admin. I just didn't know it.
Hey, so what did you do, RG? What did you do to piss Bree off?
No shit.
Didn't take the shot. He didn't take the shot.
Oh, he took the shot. I saw him do it. I
have my shot every show. Every Friday at my FN Hangout. Every FN Hangout, I have my shots.
Hey, Captain, you want to hear the backstory?
Of what?
Do we?
Yeah, you totally do.
It better be pretty thrilling. I've got a lot of good backstories, man.
Thrilling, the whole thing was like when I first came on Discourse Syndicate and stuff, and I was like, been on there for a while. I was like, hey, Captain, can I get like a hammer? Right. And like, you just like blew me off. So I was like, well, I'll just go to Kinetics. And Kinetics threw me the hammer.
When you can't get what you want from dad, you got to go to mom, right?
That's right. Wait, I don't have bitch tits.
I've literally given hammers to people that got banned by other admins and given them a hammer back so that they can come back in with a hammer.
Fucking ban hammer fight. That's hilarious.
Just start shit,
Dude, that's what Richard did. It's like he just handed out ban hammers to the trolls, but he knew they were loyal. You know what I mean? It's like Children of the Grave and Cookie. It's like he knew they weren't going to fuck around. It's like, and they knew what was funny and what wasn't, and what was bullshit and what was not.
Something happens.
Good job.
Something happens to somebody like that. So I'll give everybody a little hint here, a little trick of the trades. When you see somebody like that and you give them a position of authority, it straightens them up a little bit. It makes them feel responsible. It makes them feel part of. You can see greatness in people, but you see that it's misdirected and needs some attention. And by doing so, you help to create somebody's narrative and push them forward in life and move them somewhere else. So whenever you see people like that, versus like pushing them down even further, give them a hand up. I don't say a hand out. I say a hand up, and give them some more responsibility and watch where they go from there. It's a good life lesson and good to help people out that way.
YouTube ban hammers changing lives.
Yep. And it's a little thing, but really in life, it's a big thing to those people. Cause I mean, we're in life every day.
Well, what do you mean those
you work,
people?
You get ground out, you get ground by your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your work. How many people are saying something nice to you every day or doing something nice for you? Just a little gesture like that, like making somebody feel important a little bit. It's a big deal. It's a big fucking deal. Sometimes a lot of people don't get a hand, what I call a hand up, not a hand out, a hand up, and give somebody the opportunity to either, hang themselves or make themselves better.
Right. Little empowerment goes a long way. A little empowerment goes a really long way. Yep. Sure does.
Yeah, Richard blocked me. He unblocked me from the Pulse Chain chat because I got blocked from Pulse Chain chat like a couple months back. I don't know.
Yes. Anonymous. I love this. Anonymous Sucro. I've always loved Anonymous. Freaking my guy right there. That's my guy. or
Yeah,
girl,
yeah.
whatever.
You
Well, see,
good?
a couple months back, I get a little lippy with people. Like, don't get me wrong, in real life and online, like, I like to talk shit or whatever. I speak my mind.
Wait,
No,
that guy?
not you.
This guy over here? No.
Yeah.
No.
So I thought something went wrong with Telegram, because I'm like, all of a sudden, like, the pulse chain chat disappeared. I'm like, 'cause I'm new to like technology and computers and stuff like that, so I had no idea. And then so I go into the hex room, and I was like, hey, like, what's going on with the pulse chat? Like, it disappeared. Like, what happened? Like, you probably got banned. I'm like, what? Huh? So like I DM'd Richard on Telegram, and he fucking got back to me. And I sent him a nice message. I'm like, sorry to bother you, King. I'm like, I don't know what happened here. I thought something happened to the thing, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, done. I was like, wow, it's crazy, dude. Like, he answered me. So I'm always going to, like, save that message for, like, the rest of my fucking life. Like, that's cool shit.
So you're telling me I'm responsible for this, right, Bree?
Thanks a lot, Bree. It's like one of my chopped liver. I thought we were friends. Jesus.
Have a wish?
Yeah, Bree got me on the Qualia train a long time ago. I've been taking the Qualia stuff for probably maybe a year now. And it's like, I mean, it's not cheap, but they've got a good discount program. It's like 50% off for like your first order. And then you can just, do it over and over. I don't know why their system's so fucked up, but basically you can just like redo a first order forever, apparently.
Is that the shots that RG was taking? So you're talking about?
Yeah, that's just the energy shots. The other stuff is literally like they've got a bunch of different products for your
multivitamins,
multivitamin.
Qualia mind.
Eyes aren't working. I'm trying to get the eyes thing to work, but it's not working.
I'm trying the eyes.
What's the website?
It's a Qualia, Qualia.
Wait a second. Bree's got a link. Go to Bree's link.
Yeah, Bree, I think's got a referral link.
.com/Ben10, I think.
Just eat fruit.
Hold on, I think I might have got it.
Bree's got a Telegram room dedicated to it. It's called Hex.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Hex Medical.
Doggone it. The name of it slips me right now.
There it is. Be mindful of death.wiki/neurohacker.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is right there.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
neurohacker. That's it.
Yeah. Bree brought
Use
that to
Bree
me.
15 for 15% off any order. There you go.
Yep.
Mine's on like
someday,
auto ship, so it just gets sent to me. I get just boxes.
I'm hoping someday when Hex is $5 and my Shy Shrimp wallet is meaningful, I can afford some of that neurohacker stuff, man. I'm really excited about that.
Mangoes and bananas, dude.
Then he's gonna start dumping on your heads to get his neurohack shit.
So I can get some neurohacker, bro. You dumping on all your heads. Shy Shrimp wallet dumping.
Naga needs to be in there. I need to be in there too. I'm actually so back on the health kick real quick. I actually, after I get back, I'm going to visit Puerto Rico here real soon, and doing the whole family thing out there and visiting, and when I get back, I have my meals being prepared for me. So no more me stopping and eating out of the freaking left side of my car window. No more, when you're out and about, that's the hardest thing. You're out and about, you're hungry. It's like, oh shit, man. And so I got this bag, it's called a 6-pack fitness bag.
I got one of those.
All your meals go in it.
This bag, never mind. I don't know about this bag.
So it's got, I got the ice packs for it and everything. So the food that gets made comes to the house, slide them in the bag. Bag goes with me no matter where I go, no matter where I'm at. I don't have to pull into a freaking fast food place. It's like the food is there, eat that, because I'm telling you, man, I know I've been in really good shape, and I've been in bad shape, and I've been in medium shape. I'm kind of in medium shape right now, but I was always in my best shape when my diet was on point. It's all about that freaking kitchen.
That's always
man.
the case. Yeah,
that's 90% of it. If you
the
get
kitchen.
some physical activity, as long as you got the kitchen right, man. RG is 100% correct.
And hydration too. Make sure you drink.
Yeah, hydration is important. Very, very important. It will fuck you up.
And not just and when they say hydration, it's not just water intake. You got to make sure that you got your electrolytes on point too.
Yes.
Or you'll have all kinds of muscle spasms.
But it has
I get an issue. Electrolytes. I have issues where even if I'm drinking enough water, if I'm sweating in the sauna too much and working out a lot, then I actually have an issue where like my neck will spasm and pull my head off of the spine, and then it gives these huge headaches. Yeah,
you'll be
it's pretty
decapitated?
common actually. Yeah, just like that. So it's really important to make sure your electrolytes are good. And you can get sugar-free electrolytes. It tastes like shit, but you just douse it with water. It's no big
all
deal.
these
Just dilute it with water.
Anti-sugar motherfuckers, dude. Sugar is the best.
I love me some sugar. Come on now.
What is this guy doing?
Sugar.
Dude, I fucking inject sugar into my veins. I love it.
I was wondering what it was. Now I get it.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's the number one killer right there is sugar. So don't listen to Mango Junkie.
Sugary
because
sugary drinks are the number one enemy of getting in shape.
One more thing on sugar real quick I want to add before hold your thought. So this is on top of sugar and glucose going into your system and creating that serious issue of weight gain and opening up all your cells and spiking your insulin and all that stuff it does. It's the most insulin is the most metabolic substance that you can have in your body, and it wreaks havoc on your body. So putting sugar in there and blasting that insulin is so detrimental to you. Yeah. On top of that, here's the real danger of sugar. As you start to get older, so your brain runs on sugar or glucose, and it needs glucose, but you're wrong, Mango. It doesn't need glucose. It needs ketones more than it needs sugar. And ketones are so here's what you need to understand, folks, is ketones are burned off. Your body converts fat into ketone. Well, not fat. It makes ketones in your body.
It does, yeah.
Or you can take exogenous ketones and get the same effect. But here's the difference. And if you put it in this context, you can understand it a little better. Putting sugar in your body is like putting 85 octane fuel into your brain. Woo! Ketones is like putting nitrous oxide onto your brain. Your brain burns it more clearly. Your brain operates and functions better. It'll use glucose, but it doesn't like it. And what they're finding is that these diseases in your brain are from burnt off waste of sugar versus if you had ketones burning, it burns a lot cleaner. Think of it like an engine. If you're burning really bad fuel, this residue is the after product of it. And that's what happens to your brain is they're finding this residue and they're saying that it's your brain burning the sugar and the glucose versus the ketones, which is what it really wants is the ketones.
Yeah. My whole point with sugar too is that most people misinterpret the whole thing with sugars. If you're eating fresh fruits, you're getting the fiber, the minerals, vitamins with it. But yeah, if you just like what you're saying and what Connects was saying, if you're fucking drinking this 12-pack of fucking Cokes every single day, yeah, you're fucked. That's
16 teaspoons of sugar per
process. Yeah. I'm talking mainly fruit, none of the bullshit and stuff like that.
You still got to be careful with that though, because even fruits and especially fruits, but vegetables as well, still break down into a carbohydrate, and it's still not super great for your body. So you don't overeat. Those who only eat vegetables, you guys got to be really careful. You're never going to get the ketones that you need, and you're going to actually oversaturate your body with carbs.
But that comes down to a caloric intake issue, because most of the people you see raw vegans and stuff like that, they're calorie deficient. So most people proclaim to be raw vegan and blah 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 blah. They're just not eating enough, because obviously you take the amount of calories for just say for a steak, we'll say 600 is a steak, but you're talking about 600 calories of bananas is this. So it's most people don't realize it's you have to fill up more if you're only going to be doing just say a raw vegan type thing, to where you're getting the protein.
Yeah, but it still breaks down into a carb, and it's not that it increases your blood sugar level, and that's not good for you either. So I think you're shooting yourself in the foot if you're a vegan, but
my feet are still here.
That's fine.
Good. Here.
And the other problem I have with veganism isn't really necessarily the veganism part of it or the eating of the fruits and the vegetables and the other stuff. It's the no. It's not even that. It's like I don't care. People can have their own opinions and say their things and all that kind of stuff, and love animals and all. That's fine. That's fine. I get it. But when you start having a diet of only fruits and vegetables, think about it, guys. What are those fruits and vegetables full of? Fucking every kind of herbicide, germicide, fungicide, pesticide that you can imagine. I mean,
unless you're spending like an arm and a leg on fully organic,
and nobody does. Nobody does.
No.
Nobody spends that money.
Shit. No.
And people don't spend that money on it. So most vegans are really ingesting, if they're not cleaning it really, really, really well and eating organic foods that are not grown in too much bullshit, then they're getting a lot more chemicals than a lot of other people are.
Disclaimer, I'm not a vegan either. I'm not a vegan, just so you know. I'm just saying. I love buffalo wings pizza. Fuck it.
So a lot of people don't realize that the vegetables that have the vitamins and nutrients that your body needs, we aren't cows. We don't have 4 stomachs to process it.
Yeah,
that's why you get the vitamins and nutrients that you really need from eating meat, because they can process that and they store it in their meat. So you get the stuff that your body can't process that way. So that's why, and I don't know about you guys, but you ever met a vegetarian or a vegan and had that weird body odor smell from them? They got a weird freaking body odor smell, bro. I don't know what it is.
That's just because they don't use deodorant, bro.
That's probably true.
They don't use deodorant, man.
It's still a funk that you don't smell on most people. I'm going to tell you that much right now.
It's all that weed they're smoking and that.
I probably just pissed off every vegan and vegetarian.
They don't shave.
Sorry, David Peter.
They got
dreadlocks
and
Mystic Pimp.
Yeah, let me push back though. Let me push back though. Like, we don't have.
I didn't smell David Feeder though, because he is vegan, and I didn't get a weird smell from you, Dave. I just want to put that out there right now.
He's a junk food vegan though. He's a junk food vegan. He's not like a super.
He's a raw vegan. He's like, oh, a cupcake is vegan, baby.
Yeah. But just to push back though, just for a second, is that with we're not carnivores, so we don't have the same guts as actual carnivores though too, because carnivores their gut tract is like a third of the length
through on somebody's
of ours, you know.
Someone's got some feedback.
Someone's got
to turn the stream off.
I'm muted all
I think it's Dex.
Yeah.
It's all good dancing though. It's all fun. It's all fun to argue about this shit though. I love it. I fucking love fruit though, and I love steak.
You gotta get Mystic Pimp
wings.
on. Mystic Pimp is one of our vegan Hexicans as well.
Yeah, Mystic Pimp. Okay, you gotta worry me a little bit. I saw him on his stream. He seemed a little fucked up or something. I don't know. He was like,
hey, can I address the guy that just dropped $5?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like just so everybody knows. I was going to mention this earlier. If there's ever an issue, and this is where it got a little kind of crazy prior to us having the Hex admin chat, and not everybody knows this, and it's like, maybe we should do a combat or something for it. But, if you feel like you're muted or banned unfairly or, because of some sort of misunderstanding, you can always reach out to an admin in any other group.
DM Toby one. He'll be glad to take your case.
Sure.
And take it to the board.
Find me on Telegram.
Everybody who's ever been banned, who's watching the show right now, just call Toby one, direct message him, and he will help you out.
It's spelled RG3. But no, seriously, if anybody's got an issue,
hey, I'm gonna put Toby's personal cell phone number in the description.
Yeah, right. Hey,
give him a call.
Don't you dare. But seriously, because obviously there's some people that feel like they've been banned unnecessarily or muted or whatever, and it's valid. So it's like, if you got an issue, reach out to another admin, and then basically we go to the admin chat and we discuss it. So typically they'll do screen grabs of the reason that you're banned, or they'll have memory of why you might have been muted or banned. And sometimes, we're humans, so sometimes it could just be a mistake. Maybe your avatar looked like somebody else, or you were replying to someone else, or it could be any myriad of things. But there is some recourse. It's not like it just, you're gone forever. Reach out to an admin, ask them to address it. it'll be brought before the admins in the admin group, and then we'll discuss it. And if hell, we let identity block back in. You know what I mean? It's like, it's possible that, you know, people can get unbanned if we discuss it and look it over and see if it's justifiable to give somebody another chance. And if it's a repeated thing, then, you know, yeah, you're going to get perma banned and you're done. And then, but yeah, just behave, just don't be an asshole, and be nice to people, and don't shill bullshit. It's pretty simple, really, typically. But if it is an oversight on the part of an admin, we can address it. So just public service announcement there for the Telegram groups. Yep. So
love it.
And whatever Mango Junkie's on, it's like, I don't know, but it doesn't hold a fucking candle to this shit I'm paying like $3 a shot for.
Fucking life, baby. Hydration, fruit, and buffalo wings. Yeah, buffalo wings.
How Mango Junkie, how old are you? If I may
35.
ask. Ah, yeah, okay. Well, that doesn't hurt either. So yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm a worker bee. I'm a worker bee. You know, we all have places in society. You know, I'm a worker. You know, I got calloused hands, you know, scarred knuckles, and that's just how I am. You know what I mean? What you can do, you know?
Yep.
How I am.
So back to Davis, who dropped another $5 on us. Thanks, Davis.
Yep.
Your issue is understood by me. Look, when Richard started the Hex chat room, people were in there getting banned all the time. I mean, most of the OGs here have been banned from Hex chat. So
I've had to reach out to the man himself and get myself on the ban list.
I was banned from the cutthroats.
That's
and
true.
like, that's very rarely has it happened.
I got to be careful. I've been reinstated, so I got to watch myself. But it happens, you know. Shit, you know, misunderstandings happen, and then things get worked out.
So, and that's the thing. And that's the thing. It's about discourse, and you know, and Toby and I had our disagreement or whatever, and I said, well, you know, take it somewhere else, and then he said, well, wait,
and then
we need to talk.
I called him a rage tard. That was too far. It was a bridge too far, I think, for that one. However, everyone's got to admit, rage tard is kind of a great fucking word. So if you guys want to use that, that sprang from my big misshapen head in my upset with RG coming at me hard, I'm like, yeah. But shit, you know, as long as you can talk to each
he
other.
didn't like eat a dick too much. So
I didn't like that. No, that was not good. Yeah, that was not a good way to start the conversation.
Yeah.
First of all, eat
what
dick.
about a bag of them? What did you feel about a bag of them?
A bag of dick? Eat a bag of dick? Yeah.
So, but it's about discourse.
If you put enough mango on it, kinetics, I don't know.
Yeah.
Richard always let those people back in if they plead their case. And it was about discourse. And so that's where we should be. And toxic maximalism is a problem. And
absolutely
getting on your high horse is a problem. And people need to be aware of, cognizant of that, and say, hey, you know, let's bygones be bygones, make this work. Everything needs to be talked out. We all are 90% in agreement. There's a 10% that we disagree on, and we can all agree on the 90%, and let's talk this out. And sometimes you can't, you know, fully recover from shit that happens. There are times when people just have to decide to part ways. And there are situations when that happens, but if proper discourse is made and people plead their cases with one another, then, you know, usually it's okay for that to be reinstated. And Richard has proven that too. So that should be part of our culture. And, you know, check it out.
It's kind of like
bunga bunga.
It's kind of like an adaptation of the changing of your worldview. You know what I mean? It's like people get emotional. We're all fucking human. And we've all got real lives, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not retired yet. I'm still fucking working. It's like when I talked to RG tonight, I was at my office, you know, it's still at, you know, 7:30 on a Friday night. And, you know, everyone's got their personal stuff going on, and you never know what day you're catching somebody on or what's happening in their lives. So it's like, you know, just try to give everybody a little bit of a break. And it's so easy too, when you're anonymous behind an avatar. It seems like those people are, you know, especially emboldened. And I would encourage you, I mean, if you're in this community, it's like, it is different. It is different in the Hex community. I've not been in other communities, but I've seen behavior in other communities. And it's not like the Hexican community. It's like people are reasonable and they'll talk to you about damn near anything. It's like, but if you're coming in hot, you know, I mean, just a life lesson. If you're coming in hot at anybody, they're going to throw their defenses up right away and the communication's over. So there's no chance of ever really getting that person to see where you're coming from. So if you just kind of just do your best to, stay calm. And if somebody does freak out, let them calm down, before you just go right back at them. You know what I mean? It's like and shit can get worked out. I mean, I've moderated so many disagreements in admin. It's crazy, man. It's like I've spent hours and hours like talking to people because of upset, and it's like they'll get muted and they'll think it's the end of the fucking world, and they take personal offense to it. They really get mad about it, or it's like, or they'll get banned, and it's like, and they really feel like it's like this like personal affront, and don't take it so seriously. It's not for the rest of your life. It's a fucking avatar. It's the
internet, man. It's the internet.
It's the internet, right? And it's like, so just don't take it too fucking seriously.
Exactly. Don't take it all too seriously.
Yeah.
Davis, thanks for the $50.
Nice.
I don't know about that. I think the admins are doing a good job. Even if they do things wrong, it's just discourse, man. You guys got to talk about it, talk it
People
out,
make mistakes.
make it right. People
Yeah,
make
they're
mistakes.
human.
And just to show you my high horse Hex Hound, you just got muted.
Fuck that guy. I'll bet. Let me check Telegram. Is it, what's his name? I'll permaban him everywhere.
I don't want to
now it's really, now you guys really got problems, because now the YouTube OGs are uniting with the admin OGs over on Telegram. Now you guys are fucked. It's like you got nowhere to go. So you better fucking buck up and fly straight.
With my headphones in like this, like, does it sound better or different, or does it really matter?
That's way better. That's way better. I can barely hear you. It's awesome.
Hey, what about me?
It sounds like you're in the bathtub under the water.
Okay.
No, it's a little quieter. No, you're okay. You're okay. Maybe just turn your mic up a little bit. Okay. Now I can't hear you at all.
No. What? Mute camera. No, I just want to find out.
Okay.
Okay, there he's back.
These are
we can hear you now, Mango.
These are Richard's headphones. So.
Hey, can I go back to something that Hexdeck said earlier about just lost change and stuff literally being something that could change somebody's life?
Change.
I mean, with no loose change. Well, I mean, if it's lost in a cushion and they don't bother looking for it, lost, loose,
whatever.
I got you. But the thing is like, he was saying, how, 40, 50, $100 could really be life changing. And if you look back at the chart of Hex, like not even staking, not even 2 years ago, people could put in $50 and I mean, literally have that be close to $1 million. I mean, it seems insane, but it is math. Go look at it. And right now, because of what's going on with the ETH ecosystem, people can't do much with $40. But Pulse Chain is so close to getting launched, and all that's going to open wide the doors for people that maybe want to put in $10. I mean, we used to be able to do that, dude. I was averaging in on the AA, and I was actually talking to a buddy about this earlier today, and it's like I got cold feet. Like the price is going down, I'm getting a little nervous. I was doing an ETH a day. Now that sounds like a lot of money, but back then it was like $150, so it wasn't that bad, right?
Yep.
Then the price is dumping, and so I backed off to like 0.1 ETH. I'm like, what the fuck, $15? It's like I couldn't have afforded $50 that day, and it's like the best time ever to buy, and I put in like 0.1 ETH, but still, that $15 ended up being a fuck ton of money. I mean, it's like it's staked out, but it's like looking at my staker app, it brings a smile to my face to think that I at least put in the 1.1 ETH. At least I put that in. But back then, you could do it. I mean, Kinetics can tell you any of these guys that were around and Hexdex. It's like, what were the fees back then? 3 cents, 15 cents,
6 cents.
Dude, it's nuts hearing
my
about
average
that.
transaction at the beginning.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. And now it's like, it's ridiculous. It's like I was looking at some stakes I've got coming up ending that are early. They were from like December of 19. And it's like anywhere, depending on what time of day, it's anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to end those stakes now.
Yeah,
it's bonkers. And Pulse is going to solve all that. Pulse Chain is going to solve all of that. It's going to open it up, the possibilities to so many people that have been stuck on the sidelines. And it's like there's a lot of people I've met. I didn't meet her, but it's like there was a girl on Instagram that was following Richard, and then I followed her, and she followed me back, and then she messaged me about something or vice versa. I can't remember. And just started talking to her, and she was so excited she'd put $400 in, and it was her first Hex purchase, and she had staked it, but she only staked it for like 90 days. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, it's like stake it for at least 2 years, because on that ETH side, you got to wait until ETH 2.0 comes out, and then maybe with Pulse taking some of the weight and the traffic off of the ETH network and ETH 2.0 coming out, maybe it's going to be more reasonable to end that stake at some point. But you got to go at least 2 years if you're staking, in my opinion, on the ETH network. But obviously anything that's in there now, liquid or staked, you're going to get a copy. And she hadn't even heard of Staker app, had no idea. And I told her about Staker app. She was like, this is awesome. So I sent her the link, and then I sent her a code so she could get it approved for free. And I sent her $100. She just lost her. She couldn't believe it. She thought it was a scam. And I'm like, no, it's like, I'm sending this to you. And then I said, and then stake this for 2 years. You know what I mean? But what sucked is that $100, it was going to cost her like $30 to stake it for 2 years. And it was just like, what the fuck? And it's like, I said, well, hold up. I'm like, maybe the fees will come down, and just wait. And she just threw it in there. But still, it's like, fuck, man, you lost 30% of your principal right off the rip. And so, I mean, it's really, really punitive for people with small amounts of money. And I mean, I've told the story before where I've given away probably close to 300,000 hex. And, and this is to multiple people, just, $100 here, $100 there, family, friends, mostly people that I know, some random people on Twitter and Instagram or wherever, just feeling generous and wanting to make somebody's day. Oh, I'm giving you plenty of shit. Are you kidding me? But the thing is like, looking back at those, it's like I'm a spreadsheet nerd, right? And I've got a spreadsheet that shows me how much I gave those people, what it was worth at the time, how much it's worth now, and what the fee was, not only to send it to them, but then from feedback from them, how much it cost them to stake that. And down the line, it was like 50%. Like they would look like 50% of that's just gone to fucking ETH miners. It's horrible. I'm just so excited about Pulse Chain, and I think it's going to open up a whole new world for Hex and other things that are going to start coming out on the Pulse Chain. And that goes back to Captain. I think my qualia is finally kicking in, but that goes back to what Captain was saying at the top of the show. I mean, that was great. It was a little weird because I was in the shower, so that felt a little uncomfortable at times. Listening to the captain preaching while I was, as I was.
I like people being naked when I'm talking.
I was very cleaning myself very vigorously, but
good with it.
But back to the top of the show, it's like the whole thing is like it's about community at the end of the day. It's about giving people a shot, giving people an opportunity, and the people that are not true. And the people that have ill intent, or there could be people with good intent. This happens all the time in crypto. They mean well, and they're going to try to do something, and then it turns into a fucking shit show. So be diligent, trust but verify. And it's like if you've got people that are trusted no, I didn't want to know that. But if especially, that's just weird. But especially if it's people in the Hex community that you trust. That's a good first step to be comfortable with what they're talking to you about, like, Kinetics and RG and the stuff that they're working on. I've got the utmost faith that they're going to do their due diligence and make sure they don't present anything to anybody in this community that is not past the strictest of standards for them, because they've got too much on the line. They've put their faces and their time and sacrificed time with their families and money and effort to build this community. It's like I was in since day one, and I lurked and I watched Discourse early in the day, and I watched Hexo all the time, but I didn't come on stream for the first time until probably, I don't know, maybe summer of 2020. And it was here. It was on this show. It gave me enough confidence to come on here and say, I'm going to come on here and tell my story and see if maybe what I've got to share can help. And they've inspired so many people. So it's like, if it's somebody like them, then right off the rip, like, okay, this is worth listening to. The majority of stuff that's going to come out on Pulse Chain, or the majority of other things that are going to be out there, man, I mean, look at the stats. 90% of it's bullshit, and it's going to get you wrecked. And here's the opportunity cost. Maybe it's not a rug pull. Maybe, you don't lose all your tokens. But by having it in that, as opposed to some other product or something trustworthy or Hex itself or Pulse itself, you're missing crazy gains. I could have put that $15 back in, the winter of 2019 in Ethereum, and that would have worked out all right. I would have made several X's. but the opportunity I would have missed by even putting it into Ethereum instead of Hex was monumental. I could have chased a meme coin. I could have done some other stuff. And if you like that stuff and you have fun with it, then that's okay. But don't let it be your whole fucking bag. I mean, be sensible, you know, take 5% of your bag. If you want to gamble and you want to get that fix, then that's fine. And you can play with it, but be sensible and invest in like known, trusted products. Do your research. Information's going to be out there. Talk in the Telegram chats, talk to these guys, you know, look on Twitter, you know, just do your research. I implore you all to just, no matter who it is or where it's come from, do your research and the cream will rise to the top. And I think we've got such tremendous opportunity. And we don't want to discourage people from building on Pulse Chain. We want adoption, right? So we don't want to shit on stuff right out of the gate. It'll prove itself out. And you don't think the captain is not going to lead the charge to burn those fuckers to the ground if there's anything unsorted about like what they're doing? We're going to be heading the charge to fucking just destroy anyone that is out to hurt Hexicans, right? Exactly. That's what we've done. We've held our standards so high, and we're following Richard's, you know, mantra about integrity, right? It's about integrity. And, you know, and if you get wrapped up in your emotions and other things, sometimes your own integrity can go out the window. So stay level fucking headed. I'll get off my stump. But I just feel like, you know, I mean, Captain said it so well at the beginning. Woo! If you came in late to the stream, I would go back and watch that first hour. It was great. I mean, he really
Tony
just nailed
Bond's
it.
gonna be fucking pumped.
And you know what? And on this stuff that's happening right now, things that we're talking about. I mean, this is inner family community bullshit that we're taling about right now. It's just he said, she said bullshit.
Brothers and sisters fighting, man.
And that's what it is. It's brothers and sisters fighting.
Family feuds.
And none of it matters because once Hex pumps, everybody's going to forget about all the stuff. It's all going to wash away. Hex hits $1 and nobody will be thinking about any argument. It'll be kumbaya, hugs and kisses. Everybody will be happy. Butt plugs everywhere. It's going to be fine. You know, everyone will be happy. And I promise you, it's the sideways action that got to everybody's got sand in their panties right now.
Dude, let me say something about the sideways action, dude. Dude, the sideways action shit. All right, here we go. You ain't staked, motherfuckers. All you, anyone who's saying shit, anyone who's saying fucking shit about sideways action, you're not staked. So go fuck yourself.
Good point.
Stake up, stake up, and then
what he's saying. You're getting staked. Motherfuckers who are staked out right now.
I'm a fucking retard. Like I'm late to the game, but I realize
no comment.
I'm staked. I'm making fucking money every single day. Even when the price goes down, motherfucker. Even when the price goes down, you're still making money. So shut the fuck up. Like, it's fine, though. It's cool. I get it. Like, I get it. I understand everything is forced. But still, it's like, dude, you got
those
not
t-shirts. A sprint.
Dude, even if you have one, one fucking T-share, you're getting 5 extra Hex a day. Have a T-shirt. Like I got multiple wallets with other things. It's like, dude, even a little bit, even the most little bit it counts. Like it's like craziness. Crazy.
Well, Mango
Where's my sword? Like, where's my sword? I'm ready to board this freaking shit. Let's go, Mango. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Freaking take this.
Fucking driving me nuts.
Hey,
Mango Junkie.
Sad tale.
What?
Oh God, not now! Come on, we're on an upswing, Hexdex. Hang on for 1 second on the sad tale. Let me tell him one thing, and then we'll listen to your sad story.
Okay.
All right. I'm trying to keep the energy up. Mango's got me going now. So Mango, you might have not heard this, but I was beating this drum forever, and it was so frustrating to me that more people weren't like carrying this forward. If the average fucking APY, for Hex is what? Almost 40% annual.
Yeah,
right?
It's like 36 something, whatever now, 37 something, whatever.
So literally what that means, if anybody just slowed down for a second and thought about it, that means the price of Hex could go down 30% a year forever.
Yeah.
And you'd still be up. It is a hedge to the downside if you're staked for further, I mean, for any length of time, but if you're staked for at least the minimum length, you're hedged to the downside by 40%. And then if it's going up, which look at the fucking chart over time, it's going fucking up, then it is amplifying your gains. I don't understand how anybody, and like I've got 2 accountants that work for me that are in Hex now. I've got a surgeon that he was a resident with the guy that did my knee surgery. He's in now. I've got a guy on my parents that he does the financial advising for my parents. He is a Hexican. And then like, wait a second, you're supposed to be advising us on financial matters, but whatever. So, but he's a Hexican, and it's the thing is like these people get it. And what's really curious, and Kinetics and RG, I'm sure Crypto King, all Hextechs, all you guys can probably attest to this. What's really curious to me is it seems like some of the smartest, most professional people are the ones that drug their feet the most. So the only onboards I have that are underwater right now are people that are the ones I just named, and they bought it around 45 to 50 cents. And it's like, I talked to one of them today, and I'm like, hang in, and they're like, no, we're fine, because they get it. They know it's a long-term thing, so they're not freaked out, even though they're technically down. They're not freaked out because they're that fucking smart, and they can see and keep their eyes on the prize. Luckily, everybody else I've onboarded has made crazy gains and is super happy with it. But I mean, just that basic math, man. It's like stake it for longer than the fucking average length. You're hedged to the downside, and then any gains are just amplifying that. It's silly.
Well, that's why.
You do look like Stephen Hawkins, bro.
Stake your hex. Stake your hex.
Yeah. But that's why Hex was so easy for me to understand. It's so fucking dumb. And like that's like it was like when we had like the 38-cent all-time high when Richard went on stream. In the middle of the stream, he said that.
I got it for the. I'm sorry. Davis just threatened to unsub with $5.
Is he still talking about?
Yeah,
Davis, bro. Look.
So here's the deal.
Send Toby a message, a DM.
Dude, it happens so often. He just has to. They just have to protect everyone else. If it was a misunderstanding, just talk to Toby. He'll make it. He'll clear it all up, Davis.
This is a great little peek into the dynamics of chat. He's seriously butthurt over the fact that he got that and can't let it go to the point where he keeps throwing $5 bills at you to say it again and again, even though that I've told him multiple times on the stream, bring it to the attention of me or another admin and we'll talk about it. And bar none, the thing, and I'm not trying to threaten you, Davis, or anything else, but I'm just trying to give you a little insight here, bro. It's like the thing that gets people permabanned more than anything else is them not being able to let it go. They are so righteously indignant that they ever got banned or muted that it is a fucking tug of war to even talk them through it, to the point where literally there was a guy the other day, not very professional of me, but I told him, I said, I've told you every which way I can explain this situation to you, and I'll do everything I can to get the ban lifted. But part of the problem is your attitude with the admin that banned you. That's the problem. And he couldn't let it go. And then he started being a dick to me. And I said, you know what? I've done everything I can. And my assessment is you're an asshole. So good luck. Go find another admin.
Is that like the short and skinny on Davis? He's just an asshole or something? Or
no, I don't think he's an asshole. I think that he doesn't feel heard. And I don't know how much more Kinetics himself or me or RG or anybody else can say it. Follow the proper channels. Go to the admin chat, message me or another admin. We'll take it to the admin room. We'll discuss it. We'll look at the situation. And chances are you'll get unbanned. But if you're a dick about it and you want us to suck your dick because we banned you and we hurt your feelings, that's not going to happen. And I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but look at how many people are in the chats. We got 70-some thousand people in there that are looking for good information. How much time do 40 admins have per person with lives to deal with people? You make it easy for us, we'll make it easy for you. If you are a hassle, we're not going to go out of our way to try to help you out. But we'll start off by trying to help you out. So,
can you ask Papa B on my behalf if she'll let me back into the Pulse Chain chat?
Dude, I'll unban you. He's still got you banned? Do you know what's funny though?
He's not bad. He didn't ban anybody. He just muted us all.
Well, and here's something too.
Every time he would like mute one of us, we'd go to the other guy's phone because we were all in the same room. So he was muting us all off of each other's phone, and that was.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. But like, and one of the things too, and some admins don't know this, and it's like they should know it by now. But if you're in voice chat and we remove you from the voice chat, it's like what needs to happen is you just get muted, right? And all that means is you're muted. You can literally leave the voice chat and come back in and you're unmuted. You can just do that over and over. But if they remove you, you have an option to remove or mute. If you remove, that is also a ban from the channel. I didn't know that at first. I just thought I was removing them from voice, like kick them back to the regular text chat. It bans them. So so there's things like that happen. It's fucking, we're human beings and we're volunteering. Nobody's getting paid for this shit.
Yeah.
We're trying to help the community, dude. I got better shit to do. Trust me. And so do many of those admins, but they're all volunteering their time to come up with like reasonable, ways to manage 70,000 people, largely asking the same questions over and over and over because they don't know how to search the chat for the question that they're asking or anything else. Sorry.
I agree 100%. I think people are getting bored of the conversation that we're having right now, but I think it fits perfectly into.
Tell me how you really feel, Kinetic.
Well, we just beat that horse. We beat that horse.
Okay, fair enough.
So I know
that horse looks like.
Well, he's like
cat
food.
food.
It's $5 3 different times. I just want to make him really sure he gets it.
Going back to Pulse, has anyone noticed that the sacrifice address has $34 billion in it? $34 billion in the Pulse sacrifice.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my
hey, guys, let me jump in there. I'm about to take off. First of all, for those in California, that's Captain and Versology and whoever else is watching. There's a gentleman on Twitter. His name is Bill Pulte. He does the philanthropy. He gives away his money to people in need. People have hard times, whatever. I want to see if we could link up with that guy, Bill Pulte, Pulte on Twitter. He's going to do a meetup somewhere in California.
If only we had a guy who knew how to get things like that done. If only I knew.
Yeah, if only we had like a
who can make shit like
some
that
kind of
happen.
producer.
The name,
yeah.
The name,
God, if we could just
like if I had a guy that was
like
so good at it,
White.
He could do that shit from Japan. I would love having a guy like that around.
I agree.
Well,
yeah, like some Dana White guy.
Times, but I'm serious. He's doing a meetup somewhere in California. If one of you guys could try and find a way to get next to the guy and
his name is Pulte.
Bill Pulte, Pulte. He's a philanthropist. He gives his money away. I was figuring out if we find a way to give some Hex to somebody and show them to stake them out, and so they could, we get the whole thing with Hex. So that's one thing. I'm glad to see I can't wait to get my Legion of Boom shield hanging up behind me like Kinetics. That's what I'm calling it, the Legion of Boom.
The Legion
of
Boom.
Yeah,
300 Legion of Boom.
Yeah, I got mine coming. And one more thing is the lamps. You guys, you see the lamps? I'm like the Lampsican. So
are you shilling lamps on freaking FN Hangout? Really? Are we shilling lamps right now?
Get those lamps if you want them. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know where to get them from. But I love you guys. Hex Asians, shout out to Hex Asians, everybody. I'm about to go help out somebody here. So you guys have a good evening. Have a wonderful weekend.
All right, my brother.
Crypto King, thanks for
drop me that guy's info so I can go look for him.
I will definitely. Oh, Toby, I DM'd you to unban or unmute or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
one of my guys.
I just messaged you back, so I've already thrown it over to admin chat and we'll work it out.
Thanks, brother. You guys have a wonderful
Thank
weekend.
You.
All right, my
You
brother.
Thanks, man.
I'm out. Yep.
All right.
See, Davis, how easy that was.
I like that guy.
Dude, he's fucking awesome. Crypto King's great.
Yeah, he's good. He's a hardworking dude too. I haven't seen him for a little while. He's been a little MIA. Maybe he's just been hanging.
Yeah, I didn't realize that guy was on the Hex Asians. I didn't realize Crypto King was always the guy never talking on Hex Asians. Like, he was always the guy in the corner there.
Yeah, he's always he lives in Japan, so he's part of the Hex Asians group.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just to bring it back a little bit ways with Toby Wan, what he was saying, with the fucking gas fees, man, dude. Once Pulse launches, like the gas, because of those gas fees, it's like it's gonna open up a whole new world to Hex, and obviously to all the other stuff. But I think Hex is gonna do something insane because even Hex is even holding me back right now too, because like I'm fucking broke. So like even with me fucking dollar cost averaging in, Like, I'm looking at these gas fees. I'm like, fucking 70, 80, even Sunday nights, like even like on the cheapest night of the week, like they're not super cheap anymore. Like you have to stay on top of this fucking shit. Like literally staring at your screen, letting it refresh, like live, just to get a super cheap price. Like I was lucky enough to catch these last two dips at 30 and then at 29 cents. Last week, I was able to get in, and then this week I was able to get in at 29 cents. But I'm just like staring at the fucking screen, waiting for a cheap enough shit, and it was like $52 for me to even do that. Like, you know, so like once Pulse comes open, it's gonna open up a whole new different world. You know? That's what I think, at least.
What do we got here? We got somebody named DMT coming in. Let's see what we got. Well, hello. How you doing, DMT? What can we do for you?
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you. Looks like
Oh, you trucking, brother? You trucking?
Yeah, I'm hauling. I am. I'm hauling gasoline out of Minneapolis. So
streaming and hauling gasoline out of Minneapolis. Everybody in Minneapolis, get off the fucking road right now.
No, it's all good. It's all legal as long as I don't look at you guys. I'm looking at the road.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
There we go.
But no, I thought you might want to hear from a new Hexican. So I watched you guys' show before.
Always want to hear.
Damn straight, man. We definitely want to hear from the new guys. So what's your thoughts on this community? What's your thoughts on Hex? What's your thoughts on Pulse? And where do you think it's all going?
Well, I tell you what. So I got I first bought some Bitcoin, like right before Elon Musk tweeted that. Just right before that, and I only bought like 0.15, and it kind of it jacked up like that, and after that I kind of started looking into crypto, and I thought, well, I wanted one coin, right? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to get one of these Bitcoins when it's $64,000 or whatever it jumped up to. So I started looking at that Ethereum, and I'm like, well, I can get one Ethereum I can get a couple Ethereum for what I got now. So I started buying Ethereum, and my goal was just to get 10 Ethereum because I thought that it was going to go to 10,000 like by December this year or something. But the thing was, how I found Hex was when it crashed, when all that shit crashed back down to 30 grand, and then the Ethereum crashed as well. I looked at all the coins, and there's just one fucking coin that was still in the green, and that was Hex. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
The Shining City on this, yeah.
Shining City on the hill.
Yeah, and then that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find out what this Hex stuff is, and that's when I heard Motley talking about it. I found one of his streams, and he was talking about the Hex, and I kind of went from there. And once I invested a little bit into Hex, and I realized what a T-share was, man, I staked all. I had 15 Ethereum. I put it all into Hex. I staked it all.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And it's like I'm not looking back. And I mean, and then to get
hell yeah.
And then to get we're gonna get a whole copy of that on another chain. I'm just like,
what?
Yeah.
What did you say? We're getting a copy?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't quite understand all that, how it's gonna work and everything. But I understand I understand the concept of the staking and how the T-shares work, and I don't think we can lose.
I gotta point this out. Yeah. I gotta point this out. Motley Investor's proud to say that he onboarded you. He was waiting for you to say that Bitfinesse onboarded you at the truck stop. Glad to hear it, brother.
No, right, yeah.
Dude,
no,
Bitfinesse is the Hex lot lizard.
Yeah, Motley. No, see, I got no fiat for those lot lizards. It's all in fucking Hex, man.
There you go.
They all have their they got to run around with their staker apps down there in their phones, right?
Yeah. right, yeah. No, I do got the staker app though. I love that app. I went through MetaMask to stake what I did stake, but I'm watching it on staker app. I think the new stakes that I'll do through staker app, definitely.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, big shout out to Motley too, because he answered me on Twitter and he helped me with all that, with everything.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he is
Way to
really
go, Motley.
helpful. And I told
Motley's
Motley,
a great onboarding tool. And I'm not calling him a tool. He's great at onboarding people.
He's that
Motley's
too.
great
He's
at
a tool
onboarding
too.
people.
Don't
I'm not
get
calling him a tool.
don't get that lost in the mix.
what I promised him after I get this figured out, I will help other people when I know what I'm doing. I'm getting there.
That's what it's all about, and that's what
I
I like
agree.
about this community. We have all been the tool and helped. Like, I mean, there's some people that I've helped that they couldn't even afford the Ethereum to transfer a few $100, and here we are, the OGs, onboarding lots of people, having streams and all this. But we take the time out for somebody who wants to put a couple $100 in, and that's what it's all about, is Hexicans helping Hexicans.
Hell yeah.
More Hexicans.
Sorry,
Right on.
RG. I'm not a tool.
Hey, I'm happy for you,
Yeah.
DMT. Welcome to the community, man. You found a
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
All right, man. I
Very
look forward
good,
to
man.
look forward to talking to you guys more, man. I'm gonna get off the horn right now and be safe about the rest of my trip here.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes. Come visit
All right,
us
my
again,
brother.
man.
I'm going to talk to you
All
about
right.
DMT later.
Right on. I'll talk
Yeah.
I'll talk with you about that.
Get them
man.
doses.
Take care.
All right. Peace.
Discourse Syndicate neither condones any of the actions these gentlemen are talking about.
I haven't taken acid or eaten mushrooms in a very long time.
Hey, I was actually multitasking during that and doing some adminning during the stream, and Crypto King had pointed someone out to me to check out how they had been banned and maybe to unban them. Another thing that I need to mention is that not all bans are from an admin. There's some stuff set up in Combat that will automatically ban people for using
I'm
certain
sorry.
words.
Say that again.
They're not all bans are from an admin.
I heard that part. They're from who?
Yep, you can be. They are from Combat.
Combat.
The Combat.
Oh,
there are certain words.
Make sure you enunciate that really well.
Combat.
Okay, gotcha.
Combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Stop. Don't go there.
Where's Papa Boner when you need him, right?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure the enunciation was good. Just making sure the enunciation was good.
But yeah, but it can happen from Combat. There's certain banned words or phrases or topics where you will
And Briz
automatically
just
ban.
said
Oh,
Of course,
Jesus.
Briz puts it in there.
All right.
Oh, where is Briz? Why isn't he on here? Get in here, Briz.
He can't fit.
Oh God.
He can't.
Oh, man. You got to come
He's
defend
well,
yourself.
right, go.
Jesus.
Vertically he'll
Pregnant
fit,
goat.
but horizontally he's not fitting into his
Oh,
camera.
Right now,
shot
he's
right
a
now.
pregnant goat.
Dude.
As I think he was called earlier, a pregnant goat.
Jesus Christ. Dude, Brizology is fucking hilarious. I had the honor of meeting him in Vegas, and that guy, he's so fucking nice and so funny in person.
Captain, look at the screen.
He's fucking hilarious, dude. That guy's awesome. Yeah, Briz is good shit.
The only reason so I took my 5-year-old to the the pumpkin patch. They get the local pumpkin patch here, and they got the petting zoo. There's a pregnant goat in there, and it's like the strangest look. I don't know if you've ever seen a pregnant goat, but they
Super wide.
they go sideways, right? Their bellies are like
yeah.
this strange bump. And when I ran into Briss the day before yesterday, we had lunch. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on here, man? Look at you, look like a fucking pregnant goat. Just like it just all kind of popped into place there. But yeah, anyway.
That's fucking funny.
Oh, hold on one second. I'm gonna mute this.
Oh, yeah, telephone call.
You didn't mute it. Mute it.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting to see what Molly's going to have in store in the future with his whole new channel, with this whole VC thing.
Yeah.
Talking about all different stuff's going on there. I know a lot of people are
excited.
doing shit, and there's like a lot of talking bullshit and stuff like that. But it's going to happen either way, and that's like Crypto Panda. Crypto Panda's on Twitter. He's like stepping up to the fucking front door and saying, "Listen, motherfuckers, like it's gonna happen. So here it comes. Get used to it. Like this is gonna happen." So I like Crypto Panda's approach to it, to where he's just throwing it in your face saying, "Listen, this is gonna happen. Get used to it or get the fuck out, because You know, it's a whole chain. It's not like a new token coming into existence. Like it's a whole new fucking realm of existence. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep. I love that they're building new stuff. That Motley and his crew are building new stuff, dude. We have to build an ecosystem around Hex to not only adopt it within the crypto space, but also adopt it in legacy finance and the real world. And I'm really bullish and really excited about that. And that's going to set us apart from the other cryptos that just sit in the crypto space on centralized exchanges. So
yeah,
good on you, Motley. Good on you, Yashdeep. All you guys, Wendy's for tendies. I'm proud of you guys. Wave 3, Wasabi. I am so proud of you guys. Good on you guys. Keep building. I know you guys are OG Hexicans and you have the best in mind for the Hexicans. So I know you guys are going to do good things. So I'm excited about that.
And at least if he fucks us, we know exactly who he is. We know exactly.
Well, there you
who
go.
He is.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to say this earlier.
The
but
world
everyone
is
wanted to
very
say
small. It's not hard to
Whoa,
find
okay.
anybody. It's not hard to find anybody.
So that was something I wanted to say earlier, but everyone else had something they wanted to say too. So I just let everyone bloviate a little bit all over the stream. But the thing is that I've talked with Captain about this before, and he and I understand, and he's just got a great way of looking out for the rest of the community. I just love the Captain, and he knows that we don't get a second chance. We screw this up and we promote the wrong things and we get people wrecked.
Yeah,
we're done. We're done for in this community. He is so meticulous about deep diving on stuff. Like, dude, he's hired private investigators on shit before, guys. He's never said that before, but I know that
maybe
there's been some, and maybe I shouldn't have. Yes, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this guy is looking out for you guys.
That's cool. Dude. That's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah. So what are we trying to do here? We're just trying to fucking make it. Like we're trying to make it and then pass that along to others.
Yeah.
Just to make it. Honestly, I don't give a shit about fucking money. Like I'm gonna be totally upfront here. Like I don't think about my own wealth. Like I think about my parents. Like I want to have enough money to where I can keep working and then let my parents stop working. Like and then it'll just go on from there. Like I don't have any kids, but I have sisters and a brother. I have nieces and nephews. Like I'm not even thinking of my fucking self. Like I want to have enough money for we just ladder along. We just keep walking along.
Hey, it's the goat.
To keep passing it along. Like, you know what I mean?
There you go.
I do not look like a pregnant goat.
Stand up.
Stand up. Stand up.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was standing.
Oh, wow. Oh, come on. Jeez, man. Just ruthless. Ruthless.
I'm not seeing
Oh, my
it.
God.
What's going on?
Come on. Bring Briz back. Where's he at?
Where's Briz?
He left. He didn't want him. He didn't
He didn't want
show
any
it.
of that.
He knew that we'd make him show it.
All right.
Here we go.
Hey guys,
see Cookie Boys down there in the chat.
Chill.
Man, have you guys been paying attention to some of the jewelry that Cookie Boys is posting? Holy shit, man!
Now he
that
makes
guy,
that stuff or brokers it or something or what?
He makes it. Like he designs that stuff. It's like, as my understanding, he sent me some pictures of stuff like in process, and it's like he is a brilliant artist.
So
yeah, he's on Instagram, but it's Twitter mostly is where I see his stuff.
Okay.
I don't see your question, T-Bird.
I didn't see a question either. That's why I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I didn't see a question, T-Bird. So like you
I don't
always
even
do.
know
You
if I
said.
follow Cookie Boys.
I don't know what he's
Hey,
talking about.
Captain.
Yes.
I gotta get going. Just you know.
Yeah, you're falling
obviously,
asleep.
you know,
Even more Stephen Hawking than me over there.
It's not about falling asleep. Captain knows I came on. I'm going to get tested for COVID tomorrow morning. So
Yeah,
I've been
dude.
sick as
Oh
dog.
shit, man!
Vitamin C, man.
Hey,
I just came on
D3.
stream because never drop, never stop.
Right. Hey, hydrate and be sure you're taking vitamin D3.
Hydration.
Yeah,
yep.
it just Yeah, it just sucked. I mean, I lost everything as far as taste and flavor in my mouth. Nothing. So I'm like, I don't.
They're all the common flu symptoms though, too. Though.
What's that?
Oh, look who we got.
I said they're all
now everybody's going to be really happy because not only are we changing it up, but we're bringing a lady back onto the stream. Hey,
right, later on, guys.
Alrighty.
Peace out.
See you, Hexstack.
See ya, Hexstack.
All right.
How you doing? Inviting. How you doing?
Hey boys,
Dex, take care of yourself, man.
I thought you boys could use some estrogen.
Yeah, girl.
Always.
Dude, I got plenty.
on the
I'm like
Bronx?
milking myself over here.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Foul.
Got plenty of estrogen. I'm good.
Wow.
I'm good.
Jeez.
Inviting Freedom. Have you seen
She's what?
Kinetics' six pack?
No.
The dude's ripped. He's ripped. He's for real. I'm not even bullshit.
Stop. Don't make it. I don't want to see his
It's
nipples and his
the
stuff
knipples.
anymore. We got enough of that last
Captain,
weekend.
Captain, it gets Captain so excited when he sees the six pack and the nipples that it's probably best not to do it on this show. He saw so much of that on Monday and Sunday, so
we had to go pull him out of the club where he had his shirt off. He was dancing with all the fellas and stuff in Vegas. So put your shirt on and get the hell out of there, would you? We got business. And he's like, I don't get out here very often. I got to take my shirt off and let myself free, you know? And,
I didn't even think a six pack was possible. Like after 30 years old, I just didn't even think that was even a thing. For I don't know. I mean, maybe I just slacked off.
Diet,
I got real
man.
close.
It's all about
I got
diet.
real close in my 40s. I was close, but I never got like the full on six pack.
You guys ever see those bathing suits where it's like a six pack? It's like a nude color bathing.
Cover. Yeah.
They'll spray paint them on you too now. You can get them sprayed.
Oh, okay.
Body paint,
I've seen the whole airbrush. Yeah, the airbrush.
Brush them on and stuff.
Mhm.
Just wear one of those under your shirt in the club.
That's my goal, is to get my
Always.
six pack back. That's my goal, is to get
Yeah,
my six pack.
Kinetics has his done in titanium white.
That's right.
Boy needs to get in the sun, but he's got a six pack. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
That's just my lighting. My lighting sucks here. So
So inviting
Magic
what's
Mike
going on,
Kinetics.
what you've been up
Magic
to,
Mike.
what's your word, what you bringing into the stream tonight, other than estrogen?
and thank you for bringing that, by the way.
Oh
Then healthy
boy,
doses.
now we really got it going on. Ladies
Boy!
and
Oh
gentlemen,
Lord! Oh, this is a disaster waiting to happen.
yeah,
Hang on.
it's about to go down now.
Here, move her over and put Mango Junkie between them.
Hold up, somebody. Mango Junkie. Can you hear me? Hang on,
Oi!
boys.
Oi, oi.
What's cracking on? Hey, hey, what's cracking?
What's going on, you little
Hey,
wallaby?
what's up, Unrack? Good to see you, man.
I'm gonna just have to.
Dude,
Wallaby.
He cracks me up, dude. Unrack Pirate's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, great characters, great
Dude,
characters.
I was so distracted on their fucking stream with his fucking horn hat and his one eye. I couldn't even pay attention to his stream.
No, he plays guitar too, right?
Yeah.
In a
He's
band,
he's a hell of a guitar player. I was surprised.
I'm into cycling and mountain biking too, because I know he was talking about. Yo, Unracked, what'd you say? What kind of cycling you into?
All right, that's it. You know what you're getting for that one, man.
So where's he at? He's in the city? I thought he was in the bush.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
always in the wrong guy.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
God damn it, I muted the wrong person. I'm sorry.
Mr. Hex is muted.
Fuck, I'm gonna put everybody in timeout. I'm sorry, Mr. Hex. That was a fat finger on your mute. That was
Ross Hex even got it in last minute. I'm getting timed out now.
Oh, Ross got blocked? Oh, shit. He's getting that. It's getting ugly in the chat. Should I even look over there? I don't know. Ross has been nice to me. I made friends with Ross. I lost my favorite troll. Man, that guy could just not lay off.
No, you didn't lose him. He's not done with you. He's coming back for you now. When he comes
You know
back,
what his new favorite? You know what his new favorite word is? He said it way earlier in the stream. His new favorite word is Toby Tard. So it's made after the Rage Tard comment.
I've been called worse. I'll take it.
I don't think I could bring Mr. Hex back. I think that was, that's a permanent.
I think you
5
can.
minutes.
Ross,
Permanent
went
5
that hard?
minute.
Yeah,
You can
Toby.
bring Ross back. Ross is all right.
Yeah,
Ross
Toby.
is funny.
There's your answer to it.
No, Ross
where
gets
you
5
think-
minutes all the time.
There's your answer
gotcha.
where you think you'd have a 6-pack after 40. Look at fucking Unwrecked.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think
He's
it's chiseled?
fit.
What
He's a
you and your
fit
cyclist,
fellow.
right? You into mountain biking and cycling cross country, or what is it?
Yeah, I used to ride endurance mountain bike, back in the day.
Endurance,
but no,
endurance,
I'm actually pushing 50, believe it or not. But yeah, I'll go all right for a young fella. I can ride a bike. You don't forget. Some things you don't forget. Like when your stakes in.
That's something else too to remember for all the people who want to try and get into health and stuff like that. Besides from eating all the fruit that you should be eating, is that getting on a bike.
Just not mangoes, apparently.
Yeah, getting on a bike, low impact on the knees, great endurance, great for your heart, yada yada yada. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking preach to you.
How long
Hey,
are you
what is
going?
this? So what is this about? What is this about? 77 million hex sent to the contract address. Is it true? Which wallet address? Why is no one noticing that this is a big event? Why is 77 million hex sent to the contract address a big
Someone
event?
on Twitter said it was a swap. Like they went through the contract to swap it to something else to where like it was like it alleviated the gas fees or something like that. It was more gas efficient to actually transfer it through the contract.
What
the fuck?
I have no idea. Like I'm a fucking dum. Like I don't know, but that's what someone on Twitter said.
No, there's your problem right there. Don't listen to 98% of what's on Twitter.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, do not send if you think you're swapping to something else through the contract address.
No, it was worded differently.
Okay.
It was worded differently. I'm a fucking retard. I don't know.
So
exactly
that
what
was
to
like
say.
a one. That's not like how much is in the contract. That was like somebody sent a transaction to the contract. That's a rumor, or somebody show me this. I'd love to
Where's
see
the ether
this.
scan on it? I want to see
Oh,
that token.
you guys,
hash.
okay, guys. David Feeder, it was a normal send via. There is a send function on go.hex.com.
Yeah.
And it was just transferred to another wallet. That's all it was. It's just one.
Okay.
That's called peer-to-peer digital currencies, guys. Peer-to-peer.
Okay, so hey, Hex Kevin 99, what's happening, bud?
What's up? Welcome to the stream.
Don't do that. You're scaring me.
So
Talk.
I don't want to stay on too. I don't want to stay on too long. You know, I've been watching y'all for a year. You know, I posted some things during your live
I'm
show
sorry,
saying
bro.
Thank you, because if it wasn't for
We
y'all,
apologize.
you know, I wouldn't have the freedom that I have now.
Dude, that's cool to hear.
Thanks for coming in and saying that to us. We appreciate it.
Can you speak up a little bit? Can you speak up a little louder?
Sorry, I'm just doing it through my iPhone. I just decided to do it tonight. I wanted to go live, face to face, and just say thank you.
Cool, man.
So yeah,
You're
that's it.
welcome.
I'm very
And thank
excited
you.
For the future, and you know, like sometimes it's better to say face to face than just a tweet or on YouTube. So I just wanted to come on real quick and just say thank you for all y'all do, because you're changing people's lives like me, and it's amazing, and
Cheers, man.
it's positivity, right? So we just
Yes.
spread the love, right? And I've spread the love with so many.
Spread the
people now,
love, baby.
and
Spread
it's
that
awesome,
love.
So
nice.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome, dude. Fuck yeah. Dude, I suck at onboarding, dude. I can't onboard anybody. Like, I can't do it. Like, it just doesn't work for me. I don't get it.
It's trust thing. That's all. You got. It's trust thing.
I'm a little too jittery, I guess.
Cool. Mango, get a list of videos and just send them onboarding videos. There's so many tutorials
No,
out
I know
there.
there is, dude. I know. Like, dude, I've tried it, dude. I've been trying since fucking last week in May. It's. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk. I'll give you a tutorial on tutorials. Hey, Hex Kevin, how did you get into Hex?
So I got in about a year and 3 months ago. A year and 3 months ago, because like I did the whole normal thing about you first find out about crypto. So I found out about crypto during the crash, right? The crash, and I got in. Fortunately, I had some money, and just like any normal person, I was trying to research the best projects and everything. And I had a lot of invested in different projects. And then when that crash hit, well, I had already invested in Hex and I had staked, right? Thankfully I started early. But I went all in after that crash. Like that guy that came on about like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes ago, the truck driver guy. So kind of same story, but I actually started before him because, you know, I had seen the Hexologist streams. I had seen y'all's stream, and y'all were just normal people, you know, sincere, just spreading the word. And, you know, once you research and you listen to Richard Hart, you know, he's the fucking real deal. You know, like, you know, he's the real deal,
Yeah.
you know, so.
Cool, man.
But, you know, like people that are intelligent, I think once they get into Hex, they know that it's a treasure. They know that you don't want to touch your Hex for a while, you know.
The IQ test.
So,
It is.
yeah,
Put that shit, bury it in the sand on an island somewhere.
Yeah.
2036. So.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
It's awesome.
That's the whole point of Hex is throw it out. Throw it out into the distance. And then you just sit and wait. Keep on about your life. And then, dude, you're just waiting. Dude, you're sitting, relaxing, waiting until the promise day comes. And it's like, holy shit, this is insane. And then and that's it, really, you know?
All right.
Like Hex. Good.
Sorry, guys. Before I go, I'm gonna go because I don't want to waste anybody's time. I really just wanted to come on here and just say thank you to everybody, and I'm so proud of being a Hexican. You know, like it's like you wake up every day and you're so happy. Like this is happiness, right? This is like pure happiness. Like I wake up so happy every day. It's awesome. It's freedom, right? It gives you freedom,
right?
So
hell yeah.
Options and freedom.
Yeah, my name is not actually Kevin. Kevin's my brother, but I use his YouTube. I'm actually on Twitter. It's Hex Drago. I'm Hex Drago on Twitter.
Nice.
I'm sorry. What?
So like on Twitter for all the Hexicans, I'm Hex Drago. So
Hex Drago.
I retweet things. Okay. I always post cool things about Hex.
Cool.
You know, I'm a diehard Hexican, just like y'all. So.
Hey, drop your Twitter handle in the chat.
Yeah, we'll go follow you.
And
we'll give you a follow.
And tell your brother hey for us. So.
Tell your brother hey. Tell him that you made him famous tonight.
Yeah.
Hex Kevin.
Famous to a couple hundred people.
That's fun.
All righty.
Yeah, but that's the thing that really gets me. It doesn't piss me off. I don't give a shit about nothing really. But it's like Hex isn't a trading tool. It's not meant to be traded. Flack. Flack.
Now I know your day job.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I never realized that. So right. I've been called a lot of things in my life. You know, I've never been called
the Aflac duck. That's new, right?
Yeah. But motherfuckers, dude.
I like this one. Where's it at? Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, Jesus
Let's
Christ.
see. This is a good one. This is a good one.
All right, what do you got?
Mango Junkie is a young Gilbert Godfrey.
What are you talking about? I don't know. Dude,
that was the other one I was thinking is Gilbert Godfrey. That's what I couldn't think of the name.
Dude, listen, I'm not. Let's be serious for a second, all right? I have Tourette's.
I don't think it's possible for you to be serious for a second, Mango.
No, well, I'm gonna tell you. Like, I actually have Tourette's syndrome. You know, let's be serious here. Let's calm down for a second. You know, I have Tourette's syndrome. So like, I'm just very rambunctious and stuff like that. I used to have like my tics used to be really bad when I was younger and stuff like that. So
is that you or Richard making the sniffing sounds there, David?
What are you talking about?
Who's sniffing who?
He's my bodyguard. He's got my back.
Richard standing behind you like that always just gives me the freaking willies.
Dude, it's so cringy. It's so cringy.
This was a gift from Hexo, so this is a blessed image. So I love it.
It's good to see you, David. But God, that fucking image behind you.
Blessed image. I like that.
I got to hang out with Max and Stacy. What? What's that? The background Hex? No way. Oh, how do they know about that?
When Pulse Chain launches, though, I want to get that hashtag going hardcore. It's hashtag feed the feeder for delegating your pulse to
twice in one night, Ross. Twice.
There you go. Oh, we smacked him down again. And hey, Mega Junkie, dude, I love your energy. I think it's good, man. And it's like
I can't help it. I can't help it.
Tourette's is no joke, and for you to be able to overcome that as well as you have, because I would never have guessed that. So good for you, bro.
Yeah,
I've been accused of having it. I just don't have it.
Listen, I'm one of the lucky ones because a lot of people, they don't grow out of it. I'm one of the lucky ones to where as I was getting older, I grew out of it. And a lot of people don't grow out of it. And same thing with like stuttering. A lot of people stutter when they're younger and they grow out of it when they get older. But I'm one of the lucky ones who aren't like totally fucked. Like, you know, when I got older to where I'm like still like, and I have like arthritis all over my body from shaking so much and stuff like that, you know. But I'll tell you one thing though, a secret with the Tourette's is people who like have like the verbal outburst. They'll say like, you know, cock, shit, fuck, and stuff like that. Like all that is, I know from experience, all that is people who actually really want to say what they want to say and they can't help it. So you hear people talking shit and verbal outbursts, that's what they're actually really feeling. And they can't help it but say it out loud. So that's why I get in trouble sometimes and stuff like that, because I can't, you know, like hold my tongue and stuff like that, because I have to, you know, I can't help say but what I really want to say. So don't, you know.
A lot of Hexicans have that problem.
Yeah.
Our kind does that. We say what's on our mind. We speak the truth.
Yeah. It's my brain. It's not my fault.
Yeah. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Faking fakers.
Fucking fakers.
I didn't know that though. That actually they're speaking the truth when they have Tourette's sometimes.
That's what it is.
So Papa B has Tourette's then?
There's nothing wrong with speaking the truth.
Yeah, except when it loses you jobs and costs you money, and you know.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. Even this day and age, sometimes it's worth doing though.
So, David, you got an update for us on any node stuff, or you want to give us a little tantalizing nerd talk, ladies and gentlemen? It's nerd talk on Discourse Syndicate.
I got some.
Feder.
Welcome to Nerd Talk.
Welcome Nerd Talk. Yeah, definitely got some updates. So we've got some Pulse nodes up and running. We've got the DS test node up and running, and I have one here at my house, just a personal node up and running, no problem. So the key I found was solid state hard drives. That's
I saw you guys talking about that. I was.
That's the bottleneck. Yep.
Watching he got so excited.
That was it, man.
He's like,
when they ordered them, they came in the mail. They were David was like all giddy and putting up memes and stuff. I got my hard drives. And then he went in and he was all over the screen. He was so happy. David Peter.
And we're like,
you guys are talking about these hard drives, and I was like, geez, man, these guys are like on this, and then the excitement.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so it's good news, man. Yeah, absolutely. Some cheap, the Samsung 980 Pros. I mean, they're on Best Buy and Newegg. They're like $400, a little less, and those will do the job for a node. And then you need a regular CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, and boom, that's a basic node.
You just gave up all the secrets.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because here's the deal. Because I'm actually going to put a call to action. I'm going to make more videos later. I would love for Hexicans to run nodes at their home because it keeps the blockchain decentralized. And when somebody else spins one up, it gives other points to download. Now, the validators, that's a whole nother story, right? Because the validators, when you vote for somebody with your pulse and when you delegate, like for the DS delegator, that's going to be multiple servers behind the scenes for redundancy and failover.
Yep.
So that's a whole nother level. But if people want to do it at home, I will show you how, and it's cool, and it'll keep everything looking good.
Look at that.
So
Look
David,
at you go. You go, David. You go.
In the chat, it seems like there's several people asking, how much pulse can David take?
None. So here's the beauty of it. Here's the best freaking part of it. You don't, your keys, your coins, you keep your keys, you keep your pulse, you just vote for me. That's it. You just have to vote. You go to a website, you're going to click delegate.
It's so easy.
That'll lock up your pulse in your wallet with I think it's a 1-day cooldown, and then you can vote.
Which is typical.
Yeah, it's 1 day. Yep. So you can vote for a delegator server. It'll be like 24-hour cooldown. and then your pulse is locked. You can't spend it. You can't do anything. But every day, every 24 hours, I think you'll get the payout from our validator server. We'll share the fees with you, and you'll get extra pulse in your wallet every day.
Yeah.
And then if you change your mind, you're like, hey, I don't want to delegate anymore. You click a button, you wait 24 hours, and your pulse unlocks, and you're done. And that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's going to be sweet.
Let me poke your guys' minds a little bit too, because there's been some FUD going around too, even like with delegating pulse. I've been seeing a little bit in like a little bit of wide variety of the chats and telegrams about some people. People are talking about fucking selling the shit off, which is fine. I like it. I'll buy it, but still, it's like, why not? You're getting something for free. You're going to be delegating it, for staking to the validator. And sure, whatever, go fuck yourself. I know it's going to be nothing at first, but it's like people are having fun about delegating their stakes at first. It's like, yeah,
that's like T-shares at first.
It's going to be next to nothing, but still, it's like, why not start gaining that momentum? Why not start gaining that momentum of getting more pulse just by staking it now?
Agreed.
I don't know if any of you guys thought about this or have any other kind of views on it, but it doesn't make sense to me how there's FUD about not staking or delegating your stake with pulse. Like it confuses me a little bit.
Definitely. I want to answer that and the question in the text down below. So let me just answer that question down below real quick. Have you figured out if delegators are completely safe from slashing? No. Nope.
Yeah.
We don't know that yet.
Would you explain slashing, David, to everybody?
Yep. So real quick. So like our cluster of servers, or my cluster of servers that I'm running as a validator, I'm going to have a bunch of servers and they're all pulse nodes. And I'm going to put pulse in as a validator, and I'm going to lock it in my wallet as the server, as the admin. And then every 15 seconds or what is it? It's 3 seconds. It's like 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
Second blocks, yeah.
That's when your server's turn to mine a block. If your server's not there when it's their turn, you're in trouble. First, it starts with, and we don't know what the penalties are yet. I've read the smart contract in the GitLab, and it says there's misdemeanors, there's felonies, and then there's slashing.
Yeah.
See you unwrecked. Thanks
so
for $5.
If your server's not up and running and it's your turn to mine a block, probably the first time you get a warning, you get a misdemeanor. It's like, hey man, why is your server down? Next time's a felony, you're down twice. Third time's a slash. Then they literally will delete pulse out of my wallet that's locked in the server.
And it's not established for the quantity of it.
Correct. Totally. We don't know any of the rules.
And that's the validator admin's
correct
wallet, right?
That's not correct.
That's not people who are delegating.
Correct.
That's not delegators.
We don't know at all if the delegators who vote for that server get affected. We have no idea.
Oh, we don't know. Okay.
I hope not. I hope not. I hope not
to. I hope not to.
I don't
think they will.
I hope it's the validator that gets slashed only. And that's just to protect against the validator getting too much pulse and then trying to be a bad actor within the ecosystem. It makes sense that they would be slashed.
But it would also pull some of the votes from them if the people are like, hey, I don't want to be affiliated with you. I'm not going to vote for you no more. You're fucking up.
Yeah.
So I think that's, a good, but maybe it's not, I don't know, but it sounds like it's,
I don't think it's fair to the delegators. I don't think it's fair to the people who vote for them because they don't know if they're going to go down. They don't know what address. It's just an address name that you'll be voting for. It's probably going to be some bare bones site. It's like, here's 33 wallet addresses. Pick one based on who's giving you the best return of fees. And then I think it's going to be on guys like us, where for like Discourse Syndicate and a Staker Wrap, because Steph talked about this the other night. Steph's going to have his own delegator potentially, or validator, right in the app, which is amazing. I mean, that gives them a huge advantage as far as getting votes. And then you just pick based on who's giving you the best percentage rate. But to answer your first question, Mango Junkie, real quick, like if people are having like FUD about it, that's ridiculous. If you have pulse and you want more pulse, there's only one way to get it. Vote for a validator. Become a delegator. That's the only way to get more. There's no other way to make pulse.
Really, Russ? You little bitch, you.
And That makes it free for me. Adios, guys. It's been a good show.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Holy shit! Hey, David, I got a question for you. Okay, so I'm sure this would be like way down the list of priorities, but instead of just being able to pick from the different validators by what they would be paying out, would there be any kind of grading system? Like, you know, as time goes on, like this guy's got 2 strikes, like this guy, you know what I mean? Like their uptime is 100%, this guy's 99.7, whatever. Because I mean, that would help people vote as well. Like, I mean, you want to vote with one that's going to be consistently like kicking ass.
That would be like a more like a front end kind of thing, wouldn't it?
Like that won't matter if delegators don't get slashed too, right? Like if there's no penalty to you for you to vote, then you just pick who has the highest like return fee rate. But if voters get slashed along with the validator, then yes, there definitely needs to be a metric site where how many misdemeanors, felonies, how much have they been slashed, how much of their delegators been slashed. I'm sure there'll be a whole website built just for those statistics. Yeah, right, but that's all question mark though. Sadly, I don't have any details, unfortunately.
Well, and I mean, if the fees are building up, you know, daily, then that when that slash occurs, well, I guess we don't know yet if it would be out of the principal, because if it also includes the fees that have accumulated, then that would indirectly affect the delegators, because then they wouldn't get any fees that day, or reduced fees that day.
Possible,
Thomas,
totally possible.
Yeah. Okay, Thomas. Okay, Thomas, by affiliation, there, brother. You little fuckers. Anyway. All right. So David, thanks for coming on. Go ahead.
Inviting Freedom has some things to say. Yeah.
It's not important. Don't listen. You could cut me off. Tell me no. But I had caught T-Bird's question up in the chat, and it had to do with the Hex wallet. And he asked if anyone could speak to that or if we had any information on that.
Oh, you mean the MetaMask?
His version of MetaMask? Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything.
I'm in the private dev chat for that. It's quiet. It's quiet.
It's been quiet. So
I can see what's going on with that, and it's quiet. Everything's quiet right now in the dev chats. It's very quiet.
Everything's quiet all over, except for
that's
all
not
the ass slapping that's been going on within the community.
Everybody's working hard.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good thing, right?
Well, there's those who are working hard, and then those who are judging everybody working hard. That's the two things going on in this community right now.
Straight up.
That seems to be what's going on right now.
Kinetics drops the mic.
Yeah, that's how I felt during the I'm totally guilty during the waiting for sack phase. I was like, come on, when is it? And then Richard's like, so it's gonna be this day. I'm like, no, it's too soon. I need more time.
Yeah.
and then that's when everybody complains, wait, where'd the dip go? Where'd the dip go? Wait.
Yeah.
Why can't it be sideways? Why can't it be 30 cents anymore? I should have got some more.
Yeah, let me just say this. I was just in the Pulse Chain chat yesterday. And friggin', there was some, you know, apparently it's a shit show in that fucking place. But there was a guy asking about, how can I buy polls? When can I buy polls? And they were telling him, like, you can't buy. They went through the fucking steps. So they're like, oh yeah, you can't buy polls. And then guy replies, oh okay, but I can still buy it, so it's okay. And I didn't say anything mean back to him, but I did a lols. I was like, lols. You know, obviously you don't know what's going on. You don't follow Richard. And I got accosted. by someone in the chat. I'm like, bro, what do you want me to do? I'm like, the guy was told he can't buy Pulse. That's funny to me.
You can't save them all. You can't save them all.
And then he replies that he can buy Pulse. That's what's funny to me. Like,
he could add to that really expensive 50 cent per pulse sacrifice wallet filled with $34 billion worth of pulse right. Or,
I wanted to say something like that, but I didn't
Hex right now.
And I'll be a contrarian. If anybody still hasn't sacked anything for Pulse, throw in $100 just for a little bit of gas in the future. Like, just if you haven't done any.
So you're saying, fuck it, just throw a couple bucks in, huh?
Totally.
Well,
just $100.
It's not going to be that many.
If you got none.
If it's coming from the feeder, I approve.
Cheap,
David.
$100.
That's my
$100.
thought too, because it's like nobody knows how crazy this is going to pump after we launch. So I mean, if you're trying to hang out to buy Pulse at launch, I mean, you could end up doing better by sacrificing even this late than trying to buy it.
If you're brand new and all you got is Hex, and you're like brand new on board, but you got like $100 of Ethereum, I'd throw in $100 of Ethereum.
Dude, I feel like that
sacrifice,
Jack
and then you'll have a little bit of Pulse.
I feel like the Jack Nicholson meme right now. It's like,
For the
throw
newbies.
it in. That's crazy.
You know, that may not be a bad idea if you didn't get a chance to get in early, just to have something to transact with.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect you to say that, but shit.
Yeah, because even if you have
if Feeder's saying it, fuck.
Yeah, if you've got Hex right now and you didn't sack for Pulse, and then you get P Hex on the other side, if you have no Pulse, then you have no gas and you're stuck. But you're gonna have to buy Pulse. So you might as well sack a couple dollars today.
Right, you're going to end up better than waiting on a little bit of freemium, for sure.
Totally.
And I mean, if it goes up freaking 100x in the first, 6 months to a year, I mean,
like you said earlier, that $15 or $100 you put in 0.1 ETH when it was $10. look how much money that got you for Hex. I would do the same with Pulse if that's all you got.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is a good point too. Just make sure to move it though. If you're gonna just leave ETH in your wallet right now, so you have Pulse to transact with on the other side, make sure within 30 days of it going live, you move it.
Yeah, I put it on day one. Yeah.
And it'll be such little amount though. You'll have if you've got a couple of
fractions,
you're gonna have literally have a couple of Pulse.
Yeah, dude.
Right. Yeah, so Yash and Motley just chimed in, and it's that's true. It's like you will get some free Pulse, but it's 1-to-1.
If you have one ETH, you get one Pulse.
You get one Pulse. So I mean, the
fees $100 today. I bet you're
buy
going to
a little bit right now.
Yeah.
Than,
for $100, you're going to get more than one Pulse today. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Right. Whereas right now you need one ETH, which is what, $4,000. You get one Pulse. Right.
Yep, that's a bad deal.
It was all in good fun, Tommy.
That's my
It was all in good fun. No hate, just fun. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Who'd you piss off now, RG?
No, Thomas was loving on Ross, bagging on me, so I gave him a timeout too. And he's wondering why he got the hate. You didn't get no hate. You got love. If you get timed out, you got loved.
Right.
Oh, Freddie, it wasn't anyone important. Don't worry about it, man. It's some funny stuff I heard. Actually, I got attacked on Twitter by a no-name follower. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
It was a hardcore attack. It was hilarious, dude. I was fucking laughing my ass off.
You have to look at it.
It's nobody important, Freddie. Nobody important.
It was like TMZ was after us, dude. It was so funny.
I know, it was funny.
Yeah, I got to
That's
show.
the shit I want to get. I love. I don't care. I don't give a shit. You call me a fag or whatever. I love the whole drama shit. Like, dude, you got some fucking saucy stories. I want.
You should have seen us, man. Me and Hexo and RG, we cracked ourselves up. So we had a good laugh over it.
I just got a text. I'm not gonna. I'll tell Mango.
Why?
Okay, so there's a group of people watching the show right now that are new Hexicans. That I don't know if you guys know my buddy who clicked the buy button on a bunch of money for it was his family's life savings. He was on the sizzle reel, but he said that everybody here is saying the mango junkie is like a pug or a chihuahua that keeps biting the shit out of your ankles when you're trying to leave your friend's house.
I am too. I'll bite the fuck out of you. Shit. Sadly, it's true. Like, I don't, it's nothing to brag about, but
this is hilarious.
It's a pretty sticky situation because of my fucking mouth, and it's not the nicest.
I love
thing.
this. Freddie is getting the lyrics ready. Who is it? Kinetics. Broke plebs. Oh, I love Freddie.
That's what we need. That's the new song, Freddie. Broke plebs.
Broke plebs. That's the next track. There you go.
Line them up, man.
That is
Freddie
so
will
cool.
chop them
Oh,
down.
by the way, Mango, the group said that's watching this said all love, buddy, all love.
No, I don't give a shit what that.
Oh, for sure.
I don't give a fuck what they have to say. What's the way? That's actually always been one of my favorite sayings. Is that like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You die? You know.
Then you got to worry about nothing no more.
Exactly.
Has someone done the math to confirm it? Will it be better deal to sacrifice even with every day since the technical end of sac phase? You lose 0.05x because I don't know about that. It would be very interesting to know if it is going to be better. If it is going to be better, that's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yosh, grab a calculator, bro.
Well, you can't confirm because the price of the pulse hasn't been determined.
Yeah, there is no price. We have to see what happens.
Someone was adding it up the other day, and
well,
it's like 35 cents per 35 cents per pulse.
Mind blowing.
No,
if it comes out, stop. If it comes out at the price of the last person that sacked, it's like 35 cents. I'm not saying it's going to be 35 cents, but I'm telling you, that's how bad of a rate that you're getting. Yes, that's how bad of a rate you're getting right now.
I'll give you an insider tip.
Yikes.
I think people are gonna sell higher than that price. So even the person who sacked the worst, I think there's gonna be plebs who get their pulse day one who are gonna sell it for less than what it was actually worth. Mark my words.
Oh,
it's
for
gonna
sure.
happen.
Oh, yeah. There's
gonna
always
happen.
idiots.
Yeah. When pulse comes out, it's gonna dip, and you're gonna
So-
buy it, and off you go.
You freaking degenerate freaking Hexican stoners, man. We got
So we're
Big
cannabis
K's a bad
commons.
influence, man.
So
yeah, shout out. Yeah, to
What was
so
it
steak
called?
and
What was
bake.
it?
It's called
Steak and
steak and bake. It's going to be a
Yeah.
bi-weekly show.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Thursdays bi-weekly. Me and Freddie, Big K,
Freddie
Tangent.
calls me and tells
Yep.
me
I'm
he's
gonna enjoy
waiting,
some
he's
fine
like waiting
cannabis.
for the Amazon guy to drop off his bong all day for your guys' show. He's like excited about this bong coming in.
Dude,
Best
Tangent
show
was
ever.
crispy, dude. Tangent was crispy, dude. This whole so
Yeah, it
funny,
was.
dude.
I couldn't
Oh,
imagine
wow.
Tangent freaking like on one, man. I mean, he's
Wow.
like, that was great. That's great.
It was
David,
amazing.
David was like, I'm in my living room. It's like I can't do crazy shit right now.
Yeah, there's children here. I can't be ripping bong tokes. I can casually hit a vape,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm not trying to be crazy.
There's some
Right.
maths for you. 90 excess, worse rate than people who sack day 1 through 5. Oof.
Okay.
But that's only a 90x. So do you think Pulse is going to do more than a 90x?
Tangent fell asleep on the stream.
Yeah,
They nodded out on the stream. That's awesome. Oh, geez.
Yeah, that was fun.
I have a question. I don't know if it's it's a little side tangent, but do we have any 3D printer geeks in here that have the STL file for the Pulse?
She said STL file.
Yeah, for
Over.
3D. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
you know what it is. Yeah.
Why are you playing me? Why are you trying to? I just got.
I just wanted to know. I want to see if you knew what the fucking STL file was.
She said STL
My
file.
face just got. I'm just like, am I
Most people
She's
are
like,
putting
is that
firearms
bad?
these days, to be honest with you. So
No, but
That's
listen,
the STL file,
this is
dude.
what I got.
that's
Okay,
that's
so
the blueprint.
if
Okay,
anyone
gotcha.
can send me the STL file for the Discourse Syndicate, like the little symbol, the pulse symbol or the hex symbol, me and my love are working on a special project for a gift for Discourse Syndicate for some listeners coming up. And yeah, just something little, but I'd like to do that, but I need some
There
help.
are no
because-
little gifts. There are no little
okay.
gifts.
So yeah, we're gonna try to get them out
I just got
before Christmas.
goosebumps.
It's
We
just
will make sure you have the, what was that file again?
STL.
STL.
The STL
No, that's
file.
cool. You got a
We'll
you got
make
a
sure
nice
you have the
new
STL
3D
file.
printer.
I have I have the
God
Ender,
damn it! I thought he went to fucking bed.
the Ender 3.
That's 4. That's 4, Ross.
But yeah, I have the Ender 3.
I'm
It's
still
a really
butt naked.
super
Oh,
super simple to
I
put
gotta-
together. It's really
How do I convert that?
It's a proprietary
is it-
file. Like it's made for 3D printers. It's the STL. It's like a blueprint.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, I need
You
to.
said you have the Ender 3
The STL
model.
files need to be
Yeah,
cut
the
before
I'm not
Ender
familiar
3.
with that one.
They
I'll
need
have
to
to
be
look that
cut
up.
before the print. Just make sure you guys know that.
Yeah. But I
Thanks,
think
it's-
Well, if someone can do an STL file, I will send you the Discourse Syndicate logo.
Where are you from, Inviting Freedom? Are you from Queens, Brooklyn? Where are you from?
Oh, is that what it sounds like?
I'm saying
Queens, Brooklyn. I don't know. What do you
Doesn't.
think?
No.
What's
I'm
your
saying
best guess?
I'm from around there, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
You're from around there, Peter?
I'm from New England.
You just moved north?
Yeah, I'm from New England.
New England and Bronx, Brooklyn is different than.
Yeah,
than
I'm
the
from
city.
Connecticut. I'm from Connecticut. I'm between Boston and New York. I live in both worlds.
He's in white people land.
Now I'm a Californian, so I have a hard time with distinguishing what little area of that side you guys are all from.
Oh, it's all.
If I was to
chopped
say
up.
anything,
It's
I
all
would
mixed
guess
up.
Long Island is where I would guess.
I wouldn't say Long Island.
I'd say Jersey.
Oh.
Jersey.
It's either Jersey or Long Island, but I think it's Long Island. But just
I'm Jersey.
Just saying.
I'm Central Jersey. I'm Jersey.
Okay.
But
No.
our family's from Brooklyn, but she sounded more of like Queens, Bronx. There's all intricacies. There's all little
So many dialects.
I know.
So many dialects.
You guys all got it. I don't got it that much,
But people from Connecticut, we speak standard English. I have no
Yes,
accent.
you do.
I speak
Yes,
perfect English.
You do. I went
Thank
to
you.
college with
Thank
some
you.
kids from Connecticut, and they're even less of a dialect than even the Midwesterners, man. And most of us Midwesterners are pretty free of some of those.
All of you dudes have.
I love you, Kinetics, for verifying that. Thank you so much.
All of you dudes have an
you're right.
accent. You all do. All you guys sound like you got something crazy.
Perfect English.
Crazy.
It adds a little flavor. Yeah.
That's what I like about the Aussie streamers too, because even in Australia they have there's all different kind of Australian accents.
I love the Australian
Even
accent. That
just
is the
like in
coolest.
America, we have Southerner, Northerner, Westerner.
I love
Minnesotans.
unread pirates, but I can't understand what he's saying. I'm like, I don't know.
You know what's even worse is when he types in the chat, he types like he talks. So you're like, what the fuck is he saying?
Yeah.
And it's like
words. I
you're
have no idea
so
what they mean.
interested in the story he tells that it's like, God, I got to
Yeah.
figure out what the fuck he's saying here because this story is awesome, but I just don't know. There's 3 or 4 words in this sentence that just throw me completely off, and it could mean.
I'm not
things.
sure if it's a sex
Was
act or if he's doing some physical activities or if he's
Or is he
serving
insulting
food
me
at an
or
old
what?
folks home.
You know?
Or yeah,
They got
exactly.
that good slang. That's why I love watching Tangent. I get that good Australian slang and you learn all the new words. It's fun.
And then we have our interpreter, which is Sammy Chica. So
Sammy,
comes in there.
Chica.
Love
She's
Sammy.
like, half the shit he's saying is bullshit. Don't listen to
Sammy's
that. He's
best.
full of crap. And
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
And she
yeah.
goes in there and she fucking
love
calls
Sammy.
him. It translates it for us. And it's like, it means nothing. He didn't get nothing last night. He's talking shit. He got freaking dumped. Yeah. It's great.
I love when she calls him out and says, "Did you get her daddy's permission first?"
That was a good one.
My lord.
But this could be the whole OPSEC voice. We're not 100%. I could actually be from another part of the world, and this could be my attempt.
You can't fake that one, girl.
No.
You can't fake that one. No, you got it for real going
No.
on. In there.
I don't know why this reminded me of this, but we had this kid in high school, dude. He came back his senior year and just started speaking with an English accent. Like he would talk like this, and everybody was convinced that the guy they were like, "Wait, did we really know that dude?" The whole school was so.
One
And they're
semester.
like, no, we grew up with that guy. We know he's fake, and everyone's like, "No, he's real. He's from England."
Yeah. One semester exchange student. You went there for 6 months, bro. Now you talk like that? I don't think so.
You guys ever talk to the Aussies and then all of a sudden you just want to you don't mean to, but you want to talk like them? It's so hard, right?
I love it. Yeah, I love their
What
dialect.
is that?
They got the best slang.
That has to be a phenomenon.
It's infectious. Their language is infectious.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, love the Aussies. Love them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was busting balls on the on Hexy Bastards, like a new UK streamer. Hexy Bastard was fucking streaming over the weekend, and I was fucking busting their balls about the fucking the revolution and just like busting balls like American, typical like American shit to like the Brits and stuff like that. It was really, really funny, dude. It was really, really funny.
Calling them redcoats and stuff. Oh yeah.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, dude.
I was going to do a fight in Amsterdam over that kind of stuff. Oh yeah. They called me a Yankee. I called them a redcoat. We squared off in a bathroom. Oh yeah, I've been there.
No, Briss. They're just. He thought you were. They've got a lot of goats out there, bro. So
no. So
they thought you were an Aussie goat.
some of them have been asking for help getting letters of recommendation for jobs so they can immigrate to America. Man, we got to help them out. Got to get them out of there, man.
Maybe a couple of them or something, right?
I mean, you've seen it. There's some Hexicans asking for help to get out of Dodge down under.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
very sad. I'm down to help. I'd love to help them. I wish I owned a company so I could send them letters of recommendation and job offers to bring them on over.
But you have to ask yourself though, like even though we're seeing all these videos and stuff come out of Australia and stuff like that, it's easy to say how terrible it is, but like we don't exactly know how terrible it is. And it's easy for us to say because we have fucking a shit ton of fucking guns, but
that's why we're chilling.
Yeah, like they don't got shit. Like they took their guns away in the fucking it was like the early 90s. I think they took the guns away from Australians, the early 90s or mid 90s.
Very Sammy and Blaze. Easy there, partner.
You're right, Nago.
I'm gonna mute you guys. So with that, guys,
he's out there in the bush too,
coming and hanging out with us tonight on the FN Hangout. But we've been on for 3.5 hours, and that is absolutely plenty enough for people to have to try and get some sleep, dude. Thanks.
That's not on a plane.
Yeah, that's a horrible sleep.
Yeah, get some rest, Kinetics.
Love you guys.
Bye, Hexicans.